over. I think that's going to work. Is that going to work? Oh my god, my camera's broken. Not good, is it?
Oh, no.
That's
Not
alright.
ideal.
I will get on top of that. Why is my camera not on? Hello everyone on the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm here with Andy, RA Shadow.
Hello. Good to be here.
Well, actually, it appears I'm not there. My webcam seems to be a bit annoying lately, but I'm just going to reactivate it. Oh, there I am. Boom. Right. Hello. Hey, I see Sneak in chat. What's up, Sneak? How are we all doing today? So, I'm here with Andy, the host with the most, and we are doing some team versus team against DMK. What are your thoughts, Andy?
Yeah, there's lots of practice gone in. I have no idea, to be honest, how DMK operate or who they are, to be honest. It's all been organised by other folks, so it's all an adventure this evening for me.
Oh yeah, this is going to be good. I think I've seen Aldo in a previous lobby. I think we did a team versus team at some point with Aldo in it. I believe is one of the members in the game. So it'll be good to see Aldo in action again. I think. Is that right? Let's have a little look at the lobby. See who we got in here. Got a lot of Race Asylum Academy guys and a couple DMK guys. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on track tonight. I've got to say, it's gonna be a good time. Let's get into some spectating.
Yeah. Welcome, Sneak and Jazz and the family. Welcome, welcome. Sneak, shout out for Sneak, because I know he's been working with the guys, looking at strategies for a couple of these races. There's only two.
He's a top guy, isn't he?
Yes, he has. So shout out, thank you to Sneak. And there was somebody else, but their name has escaped me who it was.
That's going to be Jazz. Lovely to meet you, Jazz. I'm Nick's wife. Me and the kids are in. Oh, nice one, Jazz. Well, we'll be cheering him on. How is little Nicky doing? There he is. So it's. Oh, my webcam was frozen again. I'm not good at holding a position for that long, guys. I need to get a new one. But yes, Snake. Quick pre-race predictions from you both. Would you like to start, Andy?
Like I said, it's an adventure. I'm up for some good racing. That's always my prediction.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. Good racing is where it's at. I think I've not seen DMK in action, but from what I know of the Race Asylum Academy boys, they're on it. They've been putting the time in. They've been practicing with the help of Sneak and many others as well. I think it's gonna be a good night. Lots of battling. Hopefully, a lot of close door-to-door action. I'm looking forward to seeing what's on offer here tonight with all the drivers. Both the ones we've seen and ones we haven't. Baz is saying, go on RA. Hey, hell yeah. But I'm not wearing my Race Asylum top. I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be supporting everyone. But that's right, yeah, go RAA and DMK. Everyone's got this. But it's going to be very good. It's 2 hours, did you say, Andy?
I think it's 10-minute quali and a 40-minute race for each one.
Brilliant.
So I assume there's a 10-minute gap before the second race, so about an hour and 50 minutes, I would have thought.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to this one beginning. At the moment, I think qualifying is going to be starting in a couple minutes. If I'm correct, once everyone is in. Hey Baz, how you doing, mate? I'm good. How are you? Evening, Ginger. Lovely to see you. Can you guys hear Andy okay? And the game? Is everything all good? Someone let me know in chat.
I probably should say something just to make sure, in case they're new folks and they don't know I'm here. Hello.
Thank you. Oh, okay, I'm surprised again.
He's just he's stuffed me in a small little corner of his room. Hello, hello.
Yeah, you see that caught in the background? Actually, it's not really can't see it because of webcam. But
Can you hear me? Hear me?
I have a cave in this room, and now you guys know.
It's a proper man cave. Cave.
Oh, it is. It actually is. Yes. This is the Bat Cave or the Zaf Cave. Ooh, that's got a good ring to it, innit? But yep, there you go. Lucky Bucky saying hi, Andy. So yep, I assume he can hear you. So I hope so. I mean, I can see your audio moving on its own track, and it's higher than the game audio. So for me, that's a win. But someone can feel free to let me know. Let's have a little look how these other guys are doing. You can hop on the first person board. Alan Thompson, thank you so much for the subscription, mate. Appreciate it. be good to see some new faces in chat tonight. It'll also be good to see new drivers tonight. It's been a while since we've done a team versus team, hasn't it, Andy? Not seen one in a while now.
No, things obviously slowed down a bit, but I think Blitz is on it, so there'll be more and more coming. I think Lucky's involved as well, and he knows a lot of various teams to get involved, so there'll probably be more and more as time goes on.
I'm very much looking forward to that. I love participating in the team versus teams, although I do get myself in a bit of a I do get a bit anxious before the races, but you know, it's good times, and the more you do it, the better you get, and you know, it's just nice to race new people. You know, like I think that's what I've loved about GT7 recently, and even just doing daily races in general. Just nice to see people you've seen on track before, but also new faces as well. It's just a great experience. But the other day, this is on GT Sport Baz. The other day when we were in the same lobby for your stream, it was just great to be in lobby with you, but also racing with say that Lucy person. That was cool, and Melton, I think it was.
Yeah, Melton. Yeah, one of the brothers. There's two of them, very fast.
Yeah, Melton and Melty, right?
No. Melton and Melton. That's I believe that's their surname.
Oh.
There's a J Melton and I can't remember his brother's name. Very sorry. But they both support Spurs, and they both have Melton in their surname. There are a couple of brothers that came and got involved on our Friday night lobbies.
Oh, that is awesome right there. I did not know that, but that is pretty awesome to hear. I mean, it's good, you know. It's good to see the sim racing world alive, because a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of different corners of the internet where people, you know, group and get together. But I think racing is it's just got to be like the most friendliest bunch, you know. Like, in my opinion, anyway. I just love it. Although very competitive.
Yeah, I'm like friendly, and then you go and look at the daily races. Yep, sure thing. Everybody's friendly.
That's true. Hey DK, how you doing, mate? Sneak, Mackie, Lucky Bucky, great to see you all here. Yeah, I think. Oh, is that Kev as well? Did I miss a Kev? Kev's probably here somewhere as well. I don't see him yet. Webcam's frozen again. Oh no, that's not good. Really sorry, guys. I'll just switch it off for now. That might be better. There we go. Boom. There you go. So you guys getting mugshots of me. If you guys want to donate a webcam, feel free to drop it in my DMs.
Are you just turning it off and on again in your streaming software?
I've reset it a couple of times, and I've also turned it off and on again. Yeah.
But I mean, do you just take it off the, you know what I mean? You just hit the eye and remove it from that scene, and then just show it again. Does that fix it?
I can try it. I've not tried that one yet. Let's give that a go.
Oh, what do you normally do to reboot it?
I deactivate it so it kind of completely turns off, and then turn it back on again. On OBS, it's like a button, so I just click that basically. But I can try the eye. We'll see if.
That's probably enough. If it's in OBS that you're doing it, so it sounds more like that you are trying to. Yeah, we can probably fix that. It's probably not a conversation for.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
But we'll chat afterwards, because we can probably fix that without needing a new webcam.
Oh, thank you, mate. That's good to know. So, if you ever need anything, guys, Andy's the man.
Go and see Jack first.
Putting a lot of faith in me there.
After I've shown you this, I'll have taught you everything I know. So you'll be the man.
I'll be your protege. Protege, right? I don't.
That's protege. Yeah.
Perfect. So
spot on.
Sorry?
No, spot on. Carry on.
Oh, cool. So I see we're at Spa Francorchamps today. Do you know the corner names around here, Andy?
I used to. There's the bus stop chicane that's no longer got a bus stop by it.
Yeah.
There's a corner with no name that's called No Name. And then do you know which way round Rallion and Eau Rouge are?
Yeah.
I can often mix those up.
I think Rallion, who is closest to it? I've not seen anyone close to it right now. We'll hop on board a Pup, but
yeah, Pup's just going through the bus stop chicane at the moment.
Yeah, it's going through bus stop, and at the end here it's Les Sources, if I'm right. I think, right? Baz is calling you a wizard, Andy. I think that is a accurate word. He is very much a wizard. Tech whiz.
Yeah, we should do that, yeah. Not a wizard at many things.
No, I don't think I'm partly a wizard at anything, to be fair.
So there you go, so La Source, and now Pup's heading to that section that's now changed for the next season, so hopefully we'll get the update in GT7.
Ooh, what's that? So what, has Rouge changed? Or
Yeah, they've changed that whole section. So because of the accidents that have been happening
Yeah.
going up through that chicane of corner, um, they've changed it. So I think you need to go slower on the left. I think the left-hander is tighter, and then it opens up to the right. So you actually do more braking before you go up the hill. So you're not trying to take it at full speed.
Okay.
Just to make it a bit safer.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it then. Is that yeah, hopefully we'll get to see that update in the GT7 because I believe in the patch notes, if I'm correct, they want to add more layouts to their tracks.
Yeah,
Perhaps?
so Super GT pointed out, didn't he, that it's the April update they're going to have more track layouts. Now, I'm hoping that means the Catalunya update as well, because they've actually changed that whole track. There is no longer the current Catalunya layout.
Oh, okay.
At the circuit.
It's,
So hopefully it means they fix that. So at the
chicane maybe, or
no, it's the bit before that. So you go second sector, the long straight. After you come up to the right, you've got the fast right-hander and then the long back straight.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, and it's there. At the moment you've got the sharp left, which is almost a bit of a hairpin.
Oh yes, but yeah.
That's now gone, and
okay.
they've gone with the other layout that goes forward and round. It's a sweeping corner then, and comes back to the other track rather than that sharp corner. So rather than it be a sharp corner there, it's basically just a longer sweeping corner.
I mean, is that going to make for some good overtakes, or is that going to slow things down? I'm interested.
It's gonna lessen the overtakes, I believe, due to
bending.
Well, there's no heavy braking then for the corner, so it's going to be trail braking going in. So it'll make they'll make the straight a bit longer, so there'll maybe be more side-by-side action around the corner.
That'd be pretty good actually. I mean, I'm all for changes, updates, and things. You know, seeing things develop. You know, like seeing tracks get safer over time, but also kind of get more interesting and get. It's just nice to see a change of scenery sometimes, isn't it? So
yeah,
that would be excellent to see. Dan, Alan, lovely to see you guys. I think it'd be cool to see these new layouts actually, because I'm not familiar with the Spa and Spain one, but actually, you know what, I'll have to. Obviously, after listening to you, I'm very excited to see maybe if any of these come in the next GT7 updates. I'm sure everyone watching this is secretly enjoying GT7 as well. Or maybe not secretly, I don't know. I'm quite enjoying it if I'm honest, but you know, there's one thing after another right now in it, so just making the most out of it really.
Hey, if you want to complain, there's always something to complain.
Exactly, and I think complaining is good as well, isn't it? Because it's showing people want to see it improve and they want to engage with it. At least
it depends for me. I'm not always convinced by that people like to complain just to complain, and because something's not going right for them, and it's like actually sometimes it's good just to get your head down and just deal with it.
That's also true. Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
It's very very easy to complain about stuff when it's like actually just get your head down. It'll come. Like it's things that are broken for sure. That's definitely worth raising awareness for, to go look. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm with you there. But yeah, great to see new layouts coming. So yeah, hopefully we get the new Spa layout. Hopefully we get the new Catalunya layout. They would be brilliant to see in GT7.
I think that'll make a good time, and lots of new kind of like not more learning tracks as well, really, because like we've not had the new daily races in the in GT7. We've not had the new tracks in the daily races. I know we had High Speed Ring. Deep Forest.
Daytona.
That's it, yeah. Daytona, we've had them, but that's not we've been with Bop on. It'd be interesting to revisit these once they come up, and just generally to see all these tracks, like get used to them. But it'd be nice to see some new tracks, like stuff that's completely new to GT7 and GT as a whole. Like if they brought some new tracks and the new 2022 layouts, maybe. I'm not sure what they're labelled, but either way.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do, whether they actually replace what's there or whether they're in as an addition. Nerve 24 layout would be awesome. Oh, what have I missed there? Because don't we already have it?
Yeah, we do have a Nürburgring 24-hour, unless there's a new layout, possibly. Oh, hold on. Nürburgring Short Circuit. Oh, okay. I think, is that Short Circuit? That's just the track shortened, obviously. That's a silly question.
But I'm assuming that's not the GP. I'm assuming that's not the GP layout. But I don't know of a shorter circuit that isn't the GP layout. You have to explain some more there, Baz.
Yeah, I'm interested. Go on, Baz. Type away. In the meantime, Ryan, lovely to see you, bud, and Ant Smasher. Good to see so many familiar faces and lots of new faces as well. Gonna have a really good team versus team tonight. Really looking forward to seeing exactly what goes on here and just seeing all these guys in action. Looking for some Race Asylum guys to show off the liveries, because I saw Lucky Bucky saying he loves the liveries, but for some reason they're all in the pits. Come on, guys, get some practice in. But in the meantime, we can have a nice little look at these other liveries. So, and I think probably be starting soon. I would have thought these the qualifying. But what's the time now? Yeah, I would have thought it'd start soon. I guess the lobby's still getting filled.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Is that gonna? No. So I found brilliant. I found
Right.
yeah. I'm looking for the track layout. So I found one with all the corner numbers, but it doesn't actually give you the names of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, brilliant. So I know that's corner 6. I just don't know what the name of the corner.
Well, we'll just go with what we know, I guess.
Oh, there we go. There's one. Right, let me have that up in the side. In fact, if I grab that, I'll send you a link to it, and you can have it open as well.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you, mate. I know a couple.
There you go. Asylum boys are now heading out here to look at their liveries.
Let's have a cheeky little look at Ant Smasher here. First one I've gone on in the Hyundai Genesis, it looks like. And is that everyone in the Hyundai Genesis? I think so.
Is it one make?
I think so. Yeah. Actually, let's
everybody in the same car. I think.
I have to go Super GT cam here, Chase cam. Yep, all in the Hyundai Genesis there. So looking forward to seeing these guys all in action, all in the same hardware. Thank you for sending that to me, Andy.
No worries.
If you guys haven't already, by the way, check out RA Shadow. I'll leave a link in the description below. Check out his channel. Make sure you give him a sub.
Cheers. No requirement.
Oh, my YouTube just froze. Okay. But I will link it in the description. Or if anyone wants to share it in the stream chat, feel free to. And we'll get Andy some love as well.
We'll keep the quality up and avoid it.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't want to. Don't want
to lower your quality of your stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that.
Wouldn't be ideal, would it? Oh, Phil, how you doing, mate? Lovely to see you. So these guys are just about to set a qualifying lap. We're just waiting for them to do their first lap. Oh, I love that picture you just sent me, Andy, of this of the corner names here. This is very clear. I like that. So Rouge is first, and then Radion's after. Good to know.
Yes.
So the Kemmel Straight, I keep getting that confused with which, in Bathurst there's a straight. What's it called? Just
the long one coming down the hill after the mountain section.
Yeah, that's it. Is that Conrad or something?
Yes. It's like Conrad or something, and it's because of something that's just off the circuit, I'm sure.
Oh, see, that's cool. I like that.
You've made me question it now. I'm going to go and look it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Unless anyone in the chat can get to us before that.
That's true. We need like an information kiosk, like someone in chat that just knows, like is just basically Google, knows all the answers. Baz is saying, I think it's ACC, so instead of taking the left after T1, you carry on around the normal GP circuit and then turn right after T4. Ah, okay. That must be the short. I didn't realise that. King Ears, lovely to see you, bud. How you doing? Lucky Bucky saying, great to have you both doing the comms tonight. Much appreciated. Happy to help, mate. Happy to help. So Rockzilla's right now going through the bus stop. Vest just gives him a slight tap, but one of those, sometimes that is inevitable. And with them being teammates, I'm sure Vest will only bump Rockzilla along to help him out, or vice versa. Martin, how you doing, buddy? Part of the DMK team, not racing though, switch to PC. Good luck to all. Oh, thank you, Martin. Big respect, bud. No, I've not done any PC sim racing in a while, actually. I love playing AMS2 and ACC on PC. It's just been so long. At the moment, all my time's going into GT7 and a little bit of GT Sport.
Yeah, it's, if every sim just takes up so much time if you want to do anything, because every race you want to do, you've got so much practice to put in. For most people, that it's tough to try and run between 2 games, let alone different systems, and like have to spend time on the PC and then time on the PlayStation. So yeah, appreciate that you can switch over, and it's just there's not enough time in the day to do everything.
Yeah, that is the thing. I think with sim racing, it's very much a. I think hobby doesn't kind of like. I think hobby is like a fair word. I feel like it's more like, I don't know. It's more like a lifestyle. I think, is that right? Do I sound strange in saying that? Let me know your thoughts. But
You sound like you're addicted to a hobby.
yeah, I think that's actually right.
It's
Like,
the name. It's the name that people that are addicted to hobbies don't, when they don't like to admit that they're addicted to something. Like it's this. No, it's a lifestyle.
that is scary. That is scarily accurate. How how I feel about sim racing.
Oh, as soon as you know, we're all in the same boat. Hey guys, welcome. It is one of those things. Like you sit there. Someone was saying to me the other day, because they were on. I'm like, oh, I want to get on and race, and it's like, oh, this is addiction. Like, what are you doing when you if I do an early morning stream and finish at 9, and then for the rest of the day I'm just like, when can I get back to racing?
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Literally, that's my days off right there. Apart from I wake up about like 5 to 9, I'm like, okay, quickly get ready and quickly just get some work done. And then I'm just counting down the time until it's like my lunch break about like 1 o'clock or something. I'm like, okay, do GT7 or GT Sport for about an hour, and then back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm. Sorry.
I think. Oh no, go on. I was just gonna say. I think playing in lunchtime has got to be a very close call to being addicted. That you can't last an hour when you've got lunch and not race.
Oh god, yeah. That's the thing, especially with daily race like C, for example, in either game. Sorry, my voice broke there. I have gone through puberty, I promise. With daily race C, you know, you got your 2. Sorry, you got your longer races. It's like, well, I mean, if that's a half an hour roughly roughly a race, that's only 2 races, and it's like, oh, it's not enough, is it? You know?
Yeah. you have to do race B at lunchtime and get 3 in then.
Exactly. I mean, I have been finding out of Interlagos. I'm a little bit addicted to doing that, but I blame you, Andy, for getting me into Interlagos, because it was from your daily race time trial stream a couple months ago. I think it was,
right, yeah.
That it got me into Lagos. So
yeah,
there you go.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Stu, how you doing, mate? Welcome, Gaz. Lovely to see you. It's what you used to. If you earn a living from it, it's a job. A hobby produces something as an end product. I love that, Stu. That's a very good point right there, mate. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't get anything out of it apart from obviously 1, entertainment, and obviously enjoyment, and 2, making videos so that you guys can get enjoyment and entertainment from. So yeah, I mean, like in terms of any financial gain, I don't make any of that, but you know, it doesn't really matter. It's more just putting my kind of view on things on YouTube, like, you know, how my progress has gone. That's kind of why I started my channel, to be fair. You know, like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen my earlier videos on GT Sport, like, I mean, like early days videos, but like, I've come a long way since then, and it's kind of thanks to the Race Asylum pushing me to my limits. You know, really pushing me to get better and improve, and I think because of that I've enjoyed sim racing a lot more. I get so much more enjoyment out of it, and even like, I'm not really big on tuning, but even the aspect of learning something new, it's really fascinating to me. But I don't know if you guys have a similar opinion or not.
I love language, so I have been intrigued by Stu's comment. I'm like, oh, look at definition. I love definitions. I love to learn those things and have words for things. However, I've looked up hobby because I was like, oh, that's brilliant, because it makes sense. I think a pastime is what I want to say Americans used it.
Oh yeah.
That it was a pastime, but I need to look up that. I've not looked that one up yet. I've looked up hobby, and hobby is defined as an activity or interest pursued for pleasure or relaxation and not as a main occupation.
Aha. So right now this is a hobby, but then if you're doing it full time, it's a
Well, if you're doing anything for full time and money,
It's a
then
job.
it's a job.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
But yeah, I mean,
but
nonetheless.
let me look up pastime is for what it is, isn't it? It passes the time.
Yeah, I think that would be fair to say. Paul,
So
Marty, lovely to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Good luck in the team versus team. Yep, good luck to both the teams. We're seeing these times come in, so we'll quickly go through the order if you want, and give you guys an idea what's going on, and then we'll have a little look at these pastimes. So I see little Nicky at the moment is leading things off with a 2:18.2. He's actually got a 5/10 lead at this current moment in time. So at the moment he's doing superb. We're going to see more times come in. Actually, there, and speaking of which, there it is. Wabbit takes. Okay, Wabbit still takes the lead. The Wabbit's currently a 2:17.844, followed by Dusk Gaia or Duskiva. I'm learning the names tonight for the DMK team, so apologies for saying it wrong. Just let me know and I'll try again. Just behind, followed by Lil Nicky G in P3, Aldo P4, Chalk P5, DK10 P6, Pete Seeker P7 right now, who's about 1.5 seconds off of Wabbit. I think someone's just snuck in.
Dazzler's just jumped up to 8th place. Rockzilla's got a penalty. You've got Nicky going across in 12th, jumps to 10th. And lost some others, so you can go. I would run through the list as quickly as you can, but that is everybody finished now.
Perfect. And what we'll do, before we actually, you know what? I should wait till I should wait till the qualifying's over. That's probably makes a lot of sense.
No,
that way we can read the board. But you guys,
there's Duskua in 3rd, who is still on a hot lap.
Ah, see, yep, so he is.
Oh, there's a few. That group there that are just coming down to campus now are all on hot laps.
Ah, I got you. Okay, this is going to be very interesting to see if anyone makes any improvements or not. Hopefully, we'll get to see a really tight lineup, so we can really see both the RA Academy guys and the DMK guys flexing their muscles. How are you doing, Ray? Lovely to see you. Paul, Marty, Baz. I think I've said hi to everyone so far, but let me know if I haven't. I'll be happy to say hi again.
Have you fixed those? Have you got those little memes going yet for Ray?
Ooh, actually, let me just quickly sort that out.
If you've not done it, the gloves are off, and I'm going to use them on my stream next.
You know, I've got my dude, but I've not got his voice thing yet. But actually, I can quickly get that on here because I am on PC. I just hope it doesn't blow everyone's ears off. It should be fine. Here we go. Keep them entertained for a minute if you can, Andy. I'll.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just run you through the list quick. We've just got a few people just coming across the line. Let's have a look who we've got here. The 7th DMK DK10, who said hello in the chat, is just coming along across the line now from 7th place. Are they going to improve on their time? Across the line they go, and they stay in 7th. Who else have we got coming through? There's someone there. Wabbit just coming through the bus stop. Can he get any quicker on this lap? 2:17.8 is his current record. He pulls across to the side. I don't think he was improving, so he's all done there. One more to come across the line, which is going to be 4th place, Little Nicky, and they also don't improve. So that looks like everybody's done. We've got Wabbit, Pup, Duskgovia, Little Nicky, Aldo, Chalk in the top 6, and that is all I had time to get through. So we will get another look at that top list now on here. So here we go for the race start. I will take over just while Jack finishes off. So bear with us. If you can just put it on 2nd place or something, Jack, for the YouTube so folks can see.
Yeah.
So here we go then. The lights are on. They're all waiting. 13 drivers about to head off. Wabbit in 1st. For 1-2 there by RA. DMK then following them up. So it's three 3 each in the top 6 and 4 each in the top 8, so it does look nice and even. And away they go down towards first straight. Wabbit going down. He looks like he's got a good start. He's going to cover off the inside. There's no one really around him. I think Pup's going to the outside. He's going to have DMK on the inside, but no, he's escaped through. Looks like everybody's getting through fairly clean there. Everybody makes it through the first section. Wabbit managing to head away. He's leaving behind Pup, and Huey's also pulling away, but everyone looks like they're in a straight line. So we've got Wabbit in first, Pup, Chalk, Descrivia, Aldo, Ant Smasher, following very closely DK10, Little Nicky, Heatseeker, Rockzilla, Dazzler, Nicky, and Vest in behind. Everybody very close at the moment. Looks like there's going to be some good battles going down on as they head towards Les Coombs. Jack.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Andy. That was really good. I've got to say, I need to learn a lot from you. Can we get a round of applause for Andy, guys? He is just smash that out. And also what he's done, which is definitely worth an applause, is this, which you guys might have just briefly seen. I can't hear the audio, but apologies if you can, let me know. But here he is. Let's quickly make him a bit smaller, shall we?
And you were asking for
Is he
over
making noise to
18.
anyone?
And so let me give you something that's over
Yes, it is making noise.
18.
Is it too loud, or is it
And
alright?
actually, now I've said all this, you'll find that this is over 18 seconds. No, you're a poo.
I'm gonna just that's probably way too loud.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry about that, guys.
I don't know how long it went on for, or whether the noise was still going. So I apologise if I was talking over the top of it. We should get back to the racing though.
Yes. But there you go.
If that's on.
we're gonna mute it. It's probably gonna be really loud, and we will bring it back up for the half time up between races, just because we don't want to distract from the action. But there you go.
Yeah.
Give Andy a round of applause, guys. He's done superb.
So to distract away from that, so we've got lots of close racing going on here. We've got Wabbit and Pup heading towards the bus stop. Chalk is not letting them get away. Those three separate, not even a second apart between those three. Duskuvia also just behind. He's just a little over a second as Aldo just makes a little bit of a slide going through there. Oh, and we've seen Ant Smasher just take some massive swads just coming out of the exit there. That is cleared Aldo and DK10 now to work together and catch up that group at the front. It's going to make it very strong for DMK at the end of this straight if they can work together. There's a series of silver cars following them there as Anthony just struggling now just to control that car. But it does shake you, getting a good bit of oversteer and slidiness on the car. So hopefully he can settle down and keep going. Vest coming through nicely through Rallion and Eau Rouge, or Eau Rouge and Rallion if you want them the right way around. And that will take us. Pup though getting a half-second penalty. I don't know what the penalty rules are, so need to find that out. But that's going to mean that Chalk should be able to get past Pup and take second place. But there is now a second gap to Wabbit up ahead of them, so now out of slipstream range. So hopefully Wabbit will be hoping to keep that lead.
Going to be close. I mean, this penalty is going to definitely muddy the waters, I think. But potentially, Pup can just keep... Okay, never mind. But Pup could still keep Duskaya behind. Yeah, I'm not sure on the penalty rules. I think it needs to be served within a lap, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's been burnt off now anyway.
I've got a sneaky feeling that there's some penalty areas.
Actually, yes.
You talk for a minute and I will go and have a look.
Yep, sounds good. So we can see it's been pretty chaotic. Wabbit having a bit of swaz. He's getting a bit dicey. He's not a chef, so well, actually he could be a chef, but still we're going to keep away from the dicing. But Chalk is only behind by about 5 tenths. It's getting pretty close, and you can also see Pup and Duskaya pretty close by about 5 tenths as well. I'd say these guys are pretty much neck and neck. You got Race Asylum DMK, Race Asylum DMK, and then you got Aldo and DK bump drafting, working together, deciding to make form an alliance. Of course, points are on the table here, I believe. So I suppose they're going to do that. But Rockzilla and Heatseeker are actually going to catch up to these guys. Although Rockzilla gets a 8/10th penalty. Don't quite know how he managed to get that one, but it must be an off-track penalty, I would have thought. I would assume, but I'm sure that will get burnt off naturally, or that will go into potentially where it needs to be gone. Therefore, Aldo is actually going to sneak right next to Heatseeker. Heatseeker they both get into a little bit of a muddle there, but it looks like he slows down and returns that position there, so fair game. I'm sure that wasn't intentional, it's just sadly the way it is. But then if we just look down, Dazzler and Ant Smasher, fairly close as well, about 3 tenths right now. Ant Smasher should be able to get round on this straight. Is he going to go for the move? Down the Camel straight. He's going to go up on the, go around the outside. Here we go, going to go the long way around. Can he get it done? It looks like Dazzler's going to just keep him at bay. But is that going to last? I don't know. There we go, Ant Smasher got through. Now it's Vest's turn. Is Vest going to be able to get around Dazzler? And then we got Ricky just behind Vest right now. They're pretty much in this, like, 4 tenths away from each other, very close. Oh, just looking at the front of the grid here, it looks like Pup has found himself back into P2. So Chalk moves down the order to P3, and now the Race Asylum boys might be able to work together, hopefully start breaking away. I agree, Lucky Bucky, it's very good that he returned a position. I know I would have done the same in that circumstance as well. Just having a little look down the order here. Looks like Roxzilla's still got a 4/10 penalty, but he's caught up to DK10. Hopefully he doesn't lose him here, but this penalty could be detrimental to that. Great move by Ant, I agree. That was a superb move. And having a little look, Aldo is going to be defending from Heatseeker. Here we go. Are we going to see these guys go head to head once again? Martin saying, watching this makes me want to take my PS4 back off my son and get back into it. Do it, Martin. Do it. Aldo's going to go for the move. Sorry, Andy.
No, you're doing well. I suddenly was just going to seize the moment in the gap, but should have let you continue. But yes, I'm watching Aldo now on there as he goes, looking down the inside, but then pulls away to get the right racing line, then through the bus stop to make sure he gets a good exit. There's a lot of time to be made if you can hold it to the right of that and exit then down the start-finish straight well. But looks like he's going to stay in 8th for now. Although maybe I just missed something that happened there as I looked away from the screen. Oh, there's Swaz there from Heatseeker. So he's going to have Aldo right behind him now as they go down that through Eau Rouge and then down the Camel Straight. As we said before we started, this has now been, it's got a new layout, so hopefully we get to see that. I don't think we'll see it in GT Sport, but we're all hoping that GT7 lobbies are improved by the time we really need to switch games.
That would be good.
So here we go, Aldo with the move down the inside. Later on the brakes, not quite. He's defended well there. Little Nicky managing to take the line, brake at the same time, remain in front of Aldo and just take the normal racing line as they head now down towards Brussels. Down to that right hand. Little Nicky's now got a bit of a gap there. It's not Little Nicky, is it? I've got it wrong here. Let me work out who I'm talking about. It's Heatseeker that I'm watching, not Little Nicky.
That's the one.
But as they now... Oh, go on.
I was going to say, Heatseeker, he's in very well right now. He's in a comfortable P7 for the time being. He's got a huge gap. Well, not a huge gap, sorry. That's wrong of me to say. He's got a bit of a gap to Lil Nicky at 4.3 seconds. Aldo, 8 tenths away, just out of the slipstream. But just behind Aldo is Roxzilla. And if you guys know Roxzilla, you know he is determined. So no doubt we're going to see these guys battle it out, tooth and claw.
Jump up to 2nd place because we've got a run and side-by-side action coming down with Wabbit and Chalk as they come down towards the bus stop chicane.
Just the three
they were side-by-side. Chalk's backed out just for the 2 corners, but as they come into bus stop, is there going to be a move on? He looks too far back. I feel like these guys are far more aware that... I think Chalk's got 1st place in his sights, that he doesn't want to battle with 2nd place because he wants to take 1st, and the more they battle in 2nd place, the further down they will drop. So 1st, 2nd and 3rd, all in a nice line, all pulling away slowly from the pack behind them.
That gives us a good idea on who we should be looking out for tonight. So we can see these packs of 3 developing. The Pup, Wabbit and Chalk. We've got DK, Lil Nicky and Duskire. I do apologise. I'm trying to say it like rolling off the tongue. Just getting used to it. Loving these liveries, by the way. Shout out to the livery creators who made these liveries. Very, very impressed for both sides. I think they've done a superb job, and everyone's doing great. Little Nicky going for the move on DK10. Duskaya drops back. Here we go. These two are going to have their own little bit of freedom for a little bit. DK10.
Yeah, Duskuvia just serving a penalty was why he dropped away, or why they dropped away.
That'll be 3 attempts still left on that penalty. Did you find out at all if there was?
I didn't. There wasn't anywhere that I was looking that I could think.
Yeah, no worries.
Explain the penalties.
No, that's fine. It's to be fair, we'll just see as they develop what happens. Is everyone starting on softs? Let's find out, Lucky Bucky. I'll quickly go through the order here. Roxilla and Aldo in P8 and 9. Ant Smasher and Vest 10 and 11. Ricky J and Dazzler. Oh, here we go. Okay, Ricky J is on mediums right here. Are we seeing anyone else on mediums? I'm just going to double check. Yes, Aldo's also on mediums. And that's about it. Yep, so only the 2 members, Ricky J and Aldo, are the only ones on mediums there, Lucky Bucky. Dusk Guyver. Thank you, Martin. Cheers. Not my, pronunciations aren't my specialty, but what is my specialty is providing you guys with entertaining commentary, whether it's me saying the right things or not. These 3 up top, they've got a nice little lead now to Nicky J. Little Nicky, sorry, getting confused with Ricky J. Nicky and Ricky on opposite teams. 4 seconds Chalk's got to Little Nicky. As we have a little look, I'm interested to see how Heatseeker and Rockzilla are getting on. I've not seen these guys in a little bit. Seems like they've got a little bit of a gap now. Aldo is quite close to Ant Smasher and Vest. We might see these 3 get into a battle. Blitz, thank you, mate. Penalties need clearing lap currently on. Got ya. So that does make things pretty interesting. That should mean that we start seeing people drop back. Maybe not immediately, but when it's safe to, of course. So really, this is still anyone's game. It's a long race. Still got 27 minutes left, plus however long the last lap is. It's gonna be tight, and we can see. I think Dazzler has already gone into the pits, judging from lap 3 there. So perhaps getting the early stop done on the soft tyres now. I'm not sure what tyres Dazzler was on before, but we may see Dazzler come into effect later on the alternative strap. Here we go, Wabbit and Pup working together. Are we going to see them break away from Chalk or not? What are the pit stop rules? It looks like the tyres and the fuel is a factor here, Phil. So I'm probably going to say that...
Lucky Bucky will be able to answer that, and possibly Blitz in the chat.
Perfect.
Will be able to tell us the tyre rules. Oh, I might have access to the tyre rules, actually.
There you go. Everyone needs an Andy.
There we go. Where's the little chit-chat notes?
Must use different sets
Racing
of
mediums and racing softs must be used at least once, and tyres and fuel are on ×5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I've lied. That's the next race. Right, so this one, yes, this one is all Hyundai 1 make. Fuel is ×3 and tyres are ×4, and 2 different compounds must be used between softs, mediums and hards. So I'm assuming the fact that we've got some out on mediums...
That's going to be interesting.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, depends how long the mediums last. It's a 40-minute race, so they've got 6 minutes left before the halfway point, at which, if the softs pit in before the halfway mark, then they must have to go on to the...
mediums.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to work out whether there is a tactic that uses the hard tyre, but I don't think so. Oh, yeah,
Wabbit.
just Wabbit going off there. Is that just going to bring Chalk back in just after getting that gap?
That's right.
We've all been there, where you get the gap up behind you, you lose them in the slipstream, and it's all about pure pace at that point. And the last thing you want to do is slide and then let them straight back into the game. So.
That sounds exactly like me in the daily races, actually. So Wabbit does have a bit of swaz there, but does recover it. But this kind of means, at the moment, Pup's nearly outside that slipstream. So Pup could technically take this away, but we do have tyres, we do have fuel, and potentially we have more than one stop. But I don't know.
And just as you do that with that commentator's comment, they're all within slipstream again. So there were first, second, and third were all outside of slipstream for each other. And by the time they've gone through the first 3 corners, they are now all well within slipstream of each other.
This is the beauty of sim racing, isn't it, mate? It's anything can happen and everything will happen.
GT, the real racing simulator, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Right, I was just trying to work out, because I've got a clever calculator here that I use for my ACC racing.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to tell us that they're going to do about 18 laps.
Oh, I like that.
So I think that the top guys are going to cross the line on lap 17 with the timer still clicking away.
Okay, good to know. So we got about 10 laps of this one remaining then.
Yes.
Roughly, anyway. I mean, judging from the fuel in the pit and the fuel in the tyres from everyone, I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is gonna be more than a 2-stop, but I don't know. It depends if anyone's pushing or not. But just having a little look here, I see Aldo's with a penalty, but that's gonna quickly clear because that's a 0.0 plus whatever the actual digits are, because Spectator Mode doesn't show you the specifics. It could go any way right now. But we got to remember, all the Race Asylum guys are on softs, whereas a couple of the members on the DMK team are on mediums, but the majority are on softs. So we could see anyone come into effect at any point. Vest goes up into P10. He was in P12 earlier. I must have missed an overtake. Ant Smasher in P11. How is Ricky J doing? Ricky J's in P12, but still going strong. And Dazzler's not too far behind, although has already done a pit stop. So we'll have to keep an eye on Dazzler. Came in at the end of lap 2, I think that is. Yeah, end of lap 2. I think. Either way.
I'll go and have a look at damage and see whether there's damage on. So we can see a couple of the guys coming in now. Ant Smasher and Heatseeker both into the pits at this moment. And just want to give that shout out as Jackals as well for the guys that are running around. So Ricky J and Dazzler obviously not quite keeping up with the pack. So we just want a huge shout out, because you see so many times people just leaving a race when it becomes uninteresting for them. But I think it's a really good mentality to get into early on, to have that stickability, to keep going, that persistence, so that when things don't go well, you're there right behind. You look at the folks like Hamilton last week at the F1, where it's like it can be so easy to switch off and start cruising round. But you have to keep pushing in the hope that something does happen in front of you until you have your pace to keep up with them. So shout out to those guys for still keep going. Heavy damage from Lucky Bucky, so that is why Dazzler had to take an early pit, which is unfortunate, but may mean then that he's used his 2 sets of tyres. He's gone in on racing softs. It's an unfortunate one that to have to pit so early, really, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean it's not ideal. I mean his tyres is looking a bit worse for wear, but the fuel's looking just over the halfway mark. So I think, on that logic, he might possibly be okay if he's fuel saving. But I don't actually know. Of course, I've not done any testing myself. Little Nicky with the fastest lap time as well. Just chucking it in now. 2:18.1. Let's have a little look how he's getting on. But yes, it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to see a lot of people come in this lap, I have a feeling. As I see, Little Nicky's fuel and tyres have definitely seen better days. But you know, it'd be interesting to see people on different strategies. If everyone's on the same strategy, this one it will be interesting either way. But it'll be just good to see different people playing by their own pit stops. I think it makes for a lot of good opportunities. And speaking of which, Wabbit's going to go in at 2% fuel, so he's proper been going for it there.
Wabbit and Nicky in and trying to do that undercut. So we'll see. We need to watch where Wabbit comes out in terms with Chalk and Pup, who are going to be in fact, Chalk and Pup have done some huge fuel saving. So they're actually still good for another few laps, I think.
I think they're going to get the most out of these soft tyres, that's for sure. I mean, now you say it, yeah, their fuel is looking amazing. I think Pup's got the better tyres and slightly more fuel, so perhaps he's been tyre saving. I believe earlier Wabbit was in the lead at one point, if I'm correct. So perhaps maybe we're saving some tyres behind him. Maybe some tyre wear as well, some fuel. Not too sure, but we are going to see people come out the pits. Where they're going to come out, let's have a little look at Wabbit right here. Ant Smasher's just behind right now. He goes on the mediums. Same with Little Nicky. Same with DK. And it looks like Wabbit's going to come out in P8. So 46 seconds away from Pup. So that gives us a good idea roughly how long a pit stop is. because this was a tyre and a fuel stop. I don't think there was any damage. I didn't see any damage on Wabbit's car beforehand. So Wabbit's going to be in P8. We're going to see, is this going to be a really good outlap that we're going to see positions get made, maybe overtake Pup? Well, it's going to be good to see anyway.
Yes, it's going to be. It's the question now, and it's that whole crossover time, isn't it? Whether you are then quicker on the fresh mediums than you were on the worn softs. The first and second, obviously, Chalk and Pup think that they are quicker on the worn softs than they are on the medium tyres. Or the other concern that they may have had is that whether they can fill up with enough fuel. But it looks like with fuel saving, they should be good to go all the way through from any point now.
I think you're right. I mean, if they can make the most out of these tyres, maybe another lap or two, they could be in a really good position. But that's the question. Now, this is the most interesting part of the race, I think, and that's the crossover period. Seeing what tyres, how the car handles, how the driver handles it. These are all factors. So
now, are we going to see? Yes, we are going to see Chalk come into the pits at this lap, and followed by Duskovia as well. That's the DMK guys in. Rockzilla is also going to have to come in. Yeah, in he goes. Aldo will also have to come in, I think, for fuel. Yeah, followed again by Vest. So this is it. Anyone that's not pitted will be going in now. Ricky J's looking okay. He could do another lap here because he started on those racing mediums and he's still got some fuel. So he's done some good fuel saving. So he could hang out. Rockzilla there with 0 fuel on his pit stop.
He's rolling into the pits, Rockzilla, isn't he?
Yeah. Then Wabbit then. So here we go. Wabbit coming down towards the bus stop chicane up through that right-hander. It goes a little bit deep, though. He's just lost some time. It means that next left-hander on the exit of the chicane is very tight, which will have cost him. And out comes Pup. No, Pup stayed out. Sorry. Yep, sorry. That's my confusingness there. Wabbit coming down the start-finish straight now around that first hairpin La Source. Comes away, and in the distance he can see Chalk is already out. So Chalk was a good amount of time faster on those worn softs. But equally, it may have been that Wabbit tried to push too hard. We saw him go a little bit deep as he went into the bus stop chicane. So he may have just done himself a few accidents, and he's just picked up. Yeah.
Oh, that's really unlucky. I mean, this is I think this has got to be one of the best. Oh, he goes slightly off track there. Maybe the mediums are just not the best tyre for Wabbit right now. We will stop giving him the commentator's curse and maybe move on to. Let's have a look.
Normally my trick with Paul.
Exactly.
Is Paul racing? Paul. Oh no, it's not going to work. Well, actually, Paul's in the stream, so he's probably just crashed at whatever game he was playing.
Yeah, maybe. Martin, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Martin's saying he's loving us on comms. And loving
I think he must be listening to a different YouTube channel.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe
it's like watching the F1 and having the radio on at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Do love a bit of absolute 80s, it's got to be said. Paul's not racing today. Fair play, Paul. Fair play.
So Pup now into the pits, also on 0 fuel. So he's either timed that well, or the potential is he may have lost time. There's only a 39-second gap between him and Ricky J at the moment, which means that with that extra 9, there is a 48-second gap to Chalk. So I think he's going to do enough here. I think he's managed to stay out long enough that he's going to come out ahead. But let's have a look as Chalk goes. Who have we got first? Ricky J coming down. So he's already done a pit stop. So he's going to need to do another one. And he comes in to take a second pit stop here. That'll be his final pit stop as there is 16 minutes left of this race. Down Chalk comes through the bus stop chicane, nice and smooth. Gets back on the power down towards the start-finish line. Goes across. Pup still in the pits waiting for fuel. They fueled him up. He's off. They've released his car. Round he comes on those medium tyres, and he is out ahead by a good few seconds. So he's done very well there as Pup on those tyres.
3.3, 3.2. That's the gap's coming down, but he had he kept it strong. He stayed consistent, and Pup has currently got the 3-second lead. But we're seeing now both on mediums. The fuel, both cars fueled to the max. Hold on a minute. Where's my? Yes, both cars fueled. Actually, no. Chalk's got a lot less fuel in the tank. Of course, Chalk came in earlier. That makes sense. So what I can see here is Chalk could actually bring down his gap with a lighter car, but got to be careful how much pushing is done, because this could be detrimental to the progress of what Chalk's built for so far.
Yeah, so what you need to look at here then is those worn soft tyres for these guys are far quicker than those mediums that are fresh, because everybody's got pulled seconds on. So Chalk was out for one lap extra over Rabbit and gains 4 seconds. Pup was out for 1 extra lap than Chalk and has gained 3 seconds. So it's quite an impressive difference between those tyres. So Pup did really well to make those softs hang on and consistently pull out those 2:18 lap times. And then just on his final lap, as with all these ones, someone said to him, let's pull a fast one for the in lap, and he did. The lap before he was coming in, they were like, you're pitting next lap, so just use the tyres. And Pup did, and set a 2:18 flat. So brilliant driving there from Pup, as he now just, the gaps now between those first 3, to think that they were so close together on the first of the pit stops.
Yeah.
And now they're seconds away. And as we said, actually, that's what I was trying to get at and what I noticed. Pup filled up all the way, and I don't know if Chalk did.
I'm not sure. I know Chalk came in a couple laps earlier, but Chalk has a lighter car at this moment in time. I don't know if Chalk's going to be able to push with the time left. I think there will be pushing done, but I don't know if pushing 100% is going to be a good idea here. I don't know if that will be killing the fuel, or, it could go either way right now. But I mean, Pup's got more fuel and he's got a 3.6 second lead, so technically speaking, Pup could take this away so long as he does exactly what he's doing now, just to the end. Not a thing needs to change about the driving style. Sorry, not driving style. Sorry, the strategy. But I don't know what's going on in these drivers' heads. I'm sure they're in a party right now. Lots of communication going on, lots of teamwork going on as well. As we go down the order here, I see Wabbit and Lil Nicky G are actually sandwiching Dusk Iver. So perhaps maybe they're formulating a plan.
Let's look at 4th, 5th and 6th, or 3rd, 4th and 5th even, as they go side by side through Les Coombs, and Little Nicky just holds on to the inside line. Duskuvia all over the back of his car, and right behind him Wabbit has actually fallen from 3rd to 5th place. But it's looking very close for the middle ones. We'll keep an eye on 1st and 2nd, but we're going to kind of let them drift away. Pup's just keeping that 3 and 4 second gap over Chalk. So keep an eye on that. But at the moment, the battle is for the last place on the podium between Little Nicky, Duskuvia and Wabbit.
Could go anyway right now. I mean, on that, throughout these corners, we're going to see, at the moment, Wabbit, at the moment, Little Nicky and Dusk Iver are very, very close right now. Only a tenth is separating them, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Around that mark, I see Wabbit went slightly too deep in that corner there. Does still have a bit of a gap to Roxilla just behind with Heatseeker, the Asylum trio, or Asylum, the trio of them all together. That aren't really together, but they're close enough there. Doing really, really good. Dusk Iver might look for a move here as we go around this corner. Let's quickly get the corner names up again. Is this one Blanchimont? Is that right?
That's Blanchimont through these fast corners. Then I think is Blanchimont the tighter left, the actual corner. And then down the inside he goes. He's going to look for that break. But again, this is really nice to see on sim racing, where they could go for the move, they could brake late, but actually they treat it more like real racing, where it's like, actually, if I'm not alongside you as we hit the braking point, there's no point in trying to send it down just because we're not in the car. It's because it's a game, you can take more risks and there is no issue because your life isn't in any danger. Whereas in real racing, you don't just launch it because it's gonna the potential damage and risk for both of you is high. So it's really nice to see. A few times they've been looking for moves, but then they just back it off, pull back in. It's a bit of a mind game, trying to say, yes, we're going to make a move, or trying to make the person in front make a mistake or defend when they don't need to. But it's really good racing. Really enjoying it.
I'm loving it, Andy. I've got to say, I think this is great. Baz, thank you so much for the kind comment. I appreciate that. Saying that we're doing a great job. Fantastic driving from both teams. I agree, Lucky Bucky. I'm really impressed, I've got to say. although there are points up for grabs, I'm sure, and of course there will be a winning team by the end of the night, I'm enjoying tonight, and I'm enjoying everyone on track right now. From Pup in P1, working our way down the order here to Ant Smasher in P13, or Dazzler, sorry, in P13. It won't let me select him. There we go. Either way, it don't matter where you are, you're competing tonight, and got to say, really, really pleased that all you guys are here. You know, all you guys watching, all you guys participating. It's just great action. Little Nicky holding off Duskiver still. Keeping it really tight here, holding the apex, holding the inside line, it looks like. Perhaps starting to think about defending heavier with it getting towards the end of the race. But as you were saying, Andy, you know, there's so much respect, there's so much racecraft being shown right now. It just goes to show how...
Oh, Wabbit, sorry to interrupt. Rabbit in 7th place now has just had a massive spin on the exit of Stevlot and spun his car around, and he's fallen down. I don't know whether that's because he's listening to us and we've mentioned his name too many times, and he's caught Paul's disease when I commentate on Paul Stanford, who's in the chat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, Wabbit's race is taking a turn for the worst at the moment, dropping down to 8th, but back on his feet, or back on his wheels, and he's off again. He will have slightly dirty tyres, so we do see him drift. I think he may have gone a little wide there, but he's okay. No penalty this time. Breaking down into the bus stop. He'll get his feet together, and off he goes again. Wabbit and Pup, very quick drivers.
Yeah.
And heading for greater things, no doubt. But that has allowed then Duskovia has managed to get past Little Nicky. We've missed this, and Duskovia up into 3rd place, Little Nicky in 4th. Pup and Chalk still at the front, still a gap between them, so we'll leave those. But Duskovia, Little Nicky going for that move. Let's watch them as they go down into the chicane of Les Combs, and Duskovia holding that inside line and defending through this first one, pulls back to try and open up those corners, stays in front of Little Nicky this time, but it was the other way around last time, so these guys are in for a really good race, I think, a really good race. They've had a really good race. They've got about another 3 or 4 laps to go, and I don't think it's going to get any less stressful for them.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, I don't know quite the word for it, but I'm going to say full power. This is going to be, I got it. This is going to be full concentration right here for these two. I think at the moment, battle for podium is the biggest position to play for right now, with everyone spread out a little bit. And of course with the fuel and tyres being a factor as well, apart from a couple of people on different strategy, these two battling for podium right now is pretty close. Little Nicky drops back from Duskiver, but not by, well, just by just 9/10.
Ooh,
However,
so yeah, go on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but we may end up seeing Little Nicky be stronger in one corner compared to Duskiver in another. So we might actually see these guys get back into a battle, which would be great to see. Oh, lovely to see you, mate. Welcome to the Asylum Academy, by the way, buddy. Great to have you here. Jazz, you should try being in the house, guys. It's intense. Is it, Jazz? Is Little Nicky sweating? Let me know. In fact, I should stop saying his name. I don't want to put anyone off. But I'll just say this driver and that driver. But
He could be the only racer with a crowd to cheer him on as he goes down the start-finish straight. He's just out of slipstream, so just able to now focus again on his race. And what I was going to say is we actually need to pay attention to behind them. DMK Aldo did the reverse strategy. So DMK Aldo, who is 5 seconds behind, is currently on the soft tyres. So depending on how well they can look after the tyres, in this last 6 minutes, he could start closing down that gap. And I don't want to make more of it than it is. It's currently holding at a steady 5.3 seconds because he is on worn. His soft tyres are now starting to get worn. But we'll keep an eye on that gap as well.
Roxa's not too far behind as well. Only a 1.1 seconds to Aldo.
Yeah. But on the medium tyre, so he was getting up. He's just gone purple through sector 1 though, has Roxzilla. So we'll see how he gets on, whether he can close that gap down. But I think Aldo's got more in his tyres. He's maybe just trying to conserve them to have some battle at the end. But actually the gap is increasing to Little Nicky. So Yeah, Aldo not quite able to produce those or bring what they say in the Formula 1. Aldo not quite able to bring those soft tires alive on his car today. Maybe it's a setup issue. There's no setup on the cars. I'm just making it up, guys, to make it more interesting for the stream. So maybe there's something different in his car. He's just not quite able to light those softs up. Although, just as we say that, he's just taking it down. As little Nicky had a little bit of a mistake, it does look like that, as the gap is now 1.5 seconds ahead and 4.6 behind. That's going to encourage Aldo to start pushing on those tires. We all know it. We've all been there when you see that delta going down. Shouldn't watch that delta, but we all do.
Oh, yeah.
And away we go. Aldo is a wizard with tires. Oh, so maybe Aldo knows exactly what he's doing, and we are going to suddenly see him produce some speed here.
Looking forward to it.
Don't know how many laps he's done on those softs, but they're still looking okay. So yeah, good luck, Aldo. Keep going.
Hey, Leah, lovely to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Martin, missing team versus teams as well. Yes, Sneak, missing team. Yeah, it's good times doing team versus teams, but you know, there's always opportunities. And as we were saying earlier, Andy and I.
Oh, are you watching? Sorry, we need to go to DMK 10 and Vest.
Oh, here we go.
Vest goes round. I don't know if they just switched positions there. I think it was Vest that was. I've not got my replay.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna see.
Oh no!
Oh, a little bit of contact. That's gonna be a bit of too much power coming out of that bus stop, I think there, at the wrong angle. But Vest and Wabbit go through. Looks like DK returning that position to Vest. So fair game. You know, I do get that. As we saw earlier of Heatseeker and I can't quite remember who it was earlier as well, but you see Heatseeker returning position. You know, it's very respectful, and everyone on track's just doing amazing. It's actually been quite close with Wabbit and Vest right now. We're going to see these two go head-to-head briefly for potentially this lap and maybe the next. As for everyone else on the grid, have we got anyone else particularly close together right now?
No, that's where the battle is. You're good to stay there. Stay and watch Vest and Wabbit and DK10.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep these guys together. These guys battling it up. We're seeing a lot of freeway battling tonight. Ryan saying he wishes us racing. Well, you want to demote him? You could demote him to the academy. Well, not demote, sorry, that's the wrong word. Sorry, drop you to an academy, Ryan. Or maybe RAA R Clock. Love it.
I think there are more TVTs coming, so I wouldn't worry. The time will come. The time will come.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it. Chris, lovely to see you, mate.
Just chasing down Aldo. Sorry, just 5th and 6th.
Oh,
just bringing that time down. He's not far off getting into that slipstream. I think Aldo is just trying to look after his tyres and keep them to the end of the race. But in doing that, he's being gentle enough that it's allowing Rockzilla to catch up. He's not quite in slipstream range yet, and I think there's there's 1 lap left now. So we're going to be, let's work out times then. If I go up at this point, yeah, so Pup is now, I think, everybody's on their last lap now. Where is Dazzler? Dazzler's coming through, so he's going to finish this lap. Yeah, so this is so everybody's got 1 more lap. Everybody, I believe, is going to complete the 17 laps of the race. So looking through, looks like everybody's fairly set. We've got Puppet in 1st place. We've got Chalk on 2nd. Duskuvia behind in 3rd place. Little Nicky in 4th, followed by Aldo. Then Rockzilla, who's chasing Aldo down. So they are going to be racing by the end of this lap, potentially. Can he get up Eau Rouge quick enough? He can.
Oh, he's in a slip.
Rockzilla, are you following this on the stream? I hope 6th place to 5th. Rockzilla looking to make a move this map as Aldo goes defensive over to the right-hand side to defend that inside line. Now, can Rockzilla hold it round the outside? Not quite. He falls in behind, looks for that cutback, but just holds it behind. Is he going to make a move down into Brussels? Let's find out as they go around that right-hander. Nicely on the apex there for Rockzilla. Consistent. He's going to just remain behind. He doesn't want to make the move there. He's going to pick his moment when he gets a really good exit from a corner. They are both oh no, just Rockzilla running low of fuel, so he's got to be more cautious with what he's doing. As Aldo goes a little bit wide, is that going to slow him down or give him a penalty? No, not at the moment. They're going down towards the left-hander of Puon, and Rockzilla just falls in behind. He's just slowing down now out of slip. He's just holding it in there. Is he going to be close enough through these last few corners to make a move as they go down around Blanchimont and the other non-straight that's got the straight with a corner in it?
Yeah, best way to describe it.
And Rockzilla out of slipstream now as they finish off sector 2, going around that right-hander onto the back straight. And is he going to start closing him down? No, Aldo able to do enough to hold Rockzilla at bay. I don't think there's going to be a move there. So Pup just coming across the line in first place. If we can get
there we go. Well done, Pup.
To get up there. Yeah, so congratulations to Pup for taking the win. Finished 10 seconds ahead of Chalk, so good race there from Pup. Chalk doing very well, holding on there in second. Flash of the lights from him. Discovier also coming across the line in third to round out that podium. Little Nicky making it back up to finishing in fourth place. So good race for Little Nicky. I was trying to work out where the race was. Aldo in fifth, Rockzilla in sixth. Everybody very close. Rockzilla
he ran out of fuel.
he was definitely not going to overtake Aldo. Then he gave it everything.
I mean, give credit where credit's due. Vest coming out in P7 here, followed by Wabbit in P8. Rockzilla keeping it strong and making every bit of fuel work. Fair game. DK10 and Ricky J, 9 and 10 respectively. Here we go. Heatseeker, Ant Smasher, and Dazzler to finish. Yep. But remember, they're all winners here because they all participated in such a fantastic round 1. And there's Heatseeker crossing the line. Ant Smasher just approaching. Bust up. I nearly put the corner name there.
It's like he's nearly approaching. I'm like, you have to say the corner because he's not on the straight yet.
The corner with no name. That's it. That's the one.
No, that one does have a name. The one that's got no name has got no name and it's further back.
Oh, right, okay. We'll have to give it a name. And the Dazzler's crossing the line there, and that is going to mark the end of that first race. So everyone give a round of applause to everyone. I need to get an applause track, don't I? I'm not going to download one on the stream, but I will get an applause track.
Yeah, when you get little things like that, it always makes me think and show my age a little bit here because we used to listen to them as kids. It was The Goon Show on it's a BBC recording, and it was comedy like you wouldn't find these days. And they used to have little sound effects where you and let's just give a little bit of applause, and it'd be this ruckus stadium worthy applause that would come on. It always makes the Goons were very good with their sound effect noises. Absolutely brilliant.
I'll have to work on that. I'm not familiar with that myself, but I will definitely look into getting some good audio.
Brilliant comedy. If you think my humour is bearable, the Goons take it to the next level. Harry Seacombe, Spike Milligan, just 3 guys just stood in front of microphones with a soundboard and some characters that they made up, and it's absolutely brilliant. Welcome, Mackie. Welcome. So there we go. Yeah, round 1 done, and the guys will just be changing cars. We're actually just going to fly them across the world.
In about 5 minutes, right? Or probably even less than that.
There's a nice 5-minute break now for the drivers whilst we fly them across the world, and they're going to change cars as well. Let me find some details again. Have I kept it open? I have. It's almost like I saw it come in. So we're heading over to St. Croix. They're going to be in the Aston Martin. It's got a V12 engine, so there's a lot of power there to be had as they make their way around the layout B. Racing mediums and racing softs must be used at least once, and the tyres and fuel are both on ×5, so they're worse for this than Spa. So I'm expecting there to potentially we're going to see 2 stops happening here.
Yeah.
So it could make for a very interesting one. It's going to be really hard for us to work out. We're going to have to try and watch those pit stops and see whether we can work out how long it is and where people are going to exit from.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a tough race. So make sure you guys get yourselves maybe something to snack on, maybe a hydrating drink, just something to keep us at bay, because I don't know about you, Andy, but I'm looking forward to this next race, which It's going to be intense, right?
It's going to be good. I think people now know who they're looking out for and finding. We're hoping that. Anthony was having controller issues. So he's swapping controllers according to the chat. So yeah, it should be. But we're looking for some great racing again. This was great racing. It just slightly pulled out at the pit stop. So we'll see how it happens in the next race. Pit stops for the next one are 33 seconds long. We've just got in from a race engineer.
There he is. Oh, sorry to butt in. Thank you, Mackie and Baz, for your kind comments. Just saying about our commentary together, Andy. Loving it, guys. Thank you for the support. But you guys are the real heroes right here, and everyone on track. You know, I'm just the guy that speaks and trying to give you guys something interesting to listen to. But it's the racing is what you tuned in for, I'm sure. But very kind. I don't know about you, Andy, but I'm excited for this next round. Sun Croy.
I am, but just me being me. I'm just trying to find out what's 33 seconds long, because our race engineer Sneak has said that the pit stops are like 33 seconds long. So I'm not quite sure what like 30.
You know, when like you're you got like a pack, not a pack, sorry, you got like a tin of baked beans, and you put them into like a bit of Tupperware or whatever. Scoop out about 50% of it or whatever.
Yeah.
I put my baked beans off about like half a minute, but sometimes them just a couple seconds longer because I like them just like a good temperature. I don't know what my microwave is, but I like it like just the right temperature that I can just eat it straight away. So I suppose right like that, right? I'm just like cooking some tinned baked beans. It'd be a way to describe it, right?
Yeah. I put them in for like 30 seconds. Yeah. That works.
Exactly.
Oh, Sneak, I totally appreciate what you're saying. I in no way meant to discredit what you'd said. It was more just my enjoyment of language and saying, oh yeah, they're like 33 seconds. And obviously pit stops are variable because of, like you're saying, fuel, damage, tires, also all sorts of things can affect it. So average time is like a 33. I'm just trying to make it entertaining, Sneak. I'm very sorry that you were the root cause for it.
Ah, he's fine. He don't mind it. He's Sneak's a lad, but also
I'm glad we know that.
yeah, he's all right. Baz is saying it's his favourite track. Oh, Baz. No.
We've got 6 minutes, guys, just to let you know. The race is going to start at 8:40, so if, like me, your brew has run out, now is the perfect time to go and refill it. Not get a fillet, not a fish. Just go and refill your brew.
Refill the brew. Love it. Well, what would be a brew to you, Andy? I always forget. Is it a tea?
Yeah, you don't brew coffee.
That's true. You don't brew coffee.
You brew beer.
You can brew beer. So yeah, you brew beer. Yeah.
Brew beer, brew tea, but yeah, coffee. Oh, yeah. I don't think you brew it, because brew is to steep it, and it's the process of having the tea in the water. Whereas coffee, you filter it, don't you? You do filter coffee. So that's what that is. Hey Kev, welcome. Oh, I'm assuming that is going to be DK10.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I think
Will you blend coffee?
How do you blend coffee exactly though? Do you put it in a blender and like you get your cocoa beans? Like, I just got this from the rainforest, and then
Yeah, interesting.
blend coffee, filter coffee. Tea lesson. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you listen to any good commentators, they always tell you random information.
I mean, that's
Like the perfect boiling temperature for tea, isn't it? Like 98.2 degrees or something like that.
Is it? I didn't know that.
So,
Well, there you go.
hey, say anything with confidence when you're on comms, and people will be like, "Whoa, they're so knowledgeable."
I like that, Andy. I like that. I'm gonna need to. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make like a list of things.
That's it. Nobody's going to Google the right temperature. They're just going to take your word for it, which is really funny when, like, 3 years down the line, somebody says it and you're like, that's really funny. I made that up one time, and they've carried that on for me.
Oh, I love that. You know, actually, I was told something like that in school. So I remember, I think this is like going back years now. I sound really old here, don't I? So I was told, you know, when you brush your teeth, I'd use cold water. I was told hot water was better for you, and I was like, why? Like, I don't know, it's meant to be healthy for the gums. So I just always assumed it was. Next thing I know,
Nice.
I could be wrong, But next thing I know, my dentist. So I've got a dentist tomorrow, but I had a dentist about 3 weeks ago. Say, no, you should be using cold water. I'm like, oh, okay, why? I just meant to use cold water. I'm like, oh, okay. So all this time been using hot water, and it's like, I'm wondering why my mouth stings in the morning. But
yeah, weird putting warm water on. Oh,
yeah, I know. I
yeah.
don't know. But I use cold now. Don't worry. So no need to panic anymore.
That's like saying heat up the milk before you put it on the cereal.
Oh yeah, no, that's not right.
Be weird.
Cereal first and then the milk.
No, but I mean, like, it's cold milk, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you're
someone
right.
telling you, being like, "Oh, it's warm milk on your cereal." And you're like, that'd be weird.
But saying that, don't people have warm milk with their cookies? Like, is that like a winter snack or something?
Yeah, so warm milk as a drink is fine. I feel like cereal is meant to be crunchy and it's meant to be cold. And
cold,
it's
yeah.
Brilliant.
I agree.
Thanks for always good to race with RA. Always good racing. It has been brilliant. Coffee should be illegal. Sorry, I'm just catching up for the chat. Blend coffee and filter coffee. Blend. I want to mock that idea of blending coffee.
I'm trying to get in my head how one can blend coffee exactly. Is that like I'm just picturing putting like a coffee bean in a blender. You know what I mean?
Well, because it's that kind of mixing process, isn't it? So I guess I get it in the sense that you take a spoonful of coffee granules or beans and put them in the water and stir it and blend it with the water. You kind of blend it, don't you, with the teaspoon?
Yeah.
But it makes me think that you've got like 3 different coffee things and I'm kind of blending them together.
I'm wondering that. I mean, so
I'll have a bit of that coffee, a bit of this one.
In our household, we got a filter for coffee, and I think we got we got a filter for coffee and a teapot for tea, but we also have like a kettle for tea and all that. So like nothing that the average person doesn't have, but just like an extra thing, the filter, I guess. I don't know. We have a coffee machine as well, but how would you blend a coffee? I just don't get it. I just can't get my head around it. You know,
I think that is what it is. It's it's instant, isn't it? I guess it's instant coffee. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll get down for what I'm sure people have said it, but I've held on to a comment that I mean to read out from Martin, who's going to back Aldo around here. And if the PS4 was in the room, Martin's watched enough, he's listened to enough that he is now itching to get on.
Go on, Martin.
I think it may be an early bed for the little one in the house. It's like, I think that's the clocks went forward and it's your bedtime. Yes, I know it's 2 hours early, but that PlayStation has another
a new home.
Yeah, has another purpose tonight. Brilliant, Chris.
Oh, brilliant. Well done, Matt. Well done, Martin.
Who invented coffee sweets? Somebody that likes coffee. Those weird people that do coffee in the morning. Never. No, I've tried one coffee. And they tried to, it was, I didn't like coffee, but I like the smell of it. I just don't like the taste of it. And I watched a guy, I told a coffee fanatic that, and they were like, I'm going to make you a coffee. Right. So I was like, all right. So all they did was like make me like a caramel kind of drink with coffee in it.
Yeah.
I was like, it just tastes like funny toffee or like caramel, and it's like it's still coffee. Like just because that whole thing was it, just because you put caramel over a poo, it's still a poo. Like they just tried to hide the taste of it. It's like it didn't work. I drank it to be polite, but I was like, that's probably the only coffee I've ever had. Well, it is the only coffee that I've ever had.
You don't rate it?
No. And I switched from tea. Used to drink Earl Grey tea when I was younger. Then I stopped drinking it for years, and then switched to normal Builder's tea.
What's Builder's tea? Is Builder's tea Yorkshire tea, or am I thinking something?
Yeah, all those kind of Yorkshire tea, PG tips.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like a normal brew.
Yeah.
How are we doing? It is 8:40. We are going to be getting going. We'll try and remember to talk through qualifying rather than we'll try not to talk through qualifying. This time, and let the guys
crack on.
Well, we'll just commentate on what they're doing rather than just talk. Cause I think didn't we just talk through the whole of qualifying at Spa?
There was a bit of talking, yeah. I don't know the chord names for some qual. I know it's a fantasy track.
Yes, we should be able to find it, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure PD must have invented some by now. This track's got to be at least 10 years old, right?
I don't know when it first came. That's a good question. Let me just accept that. Should we give some lowdown on it?
Let's do it.
Shall I read out the whole information? You ready for the track stuff on St. Croix?
Go for
So
it.
sectors 1 and 2. Turn 1 is a simple right-hand turn, brake from the 150-meter marker board and move towards the inside strip. The corner exit is wide, so aim to gain as much exit speed as possible. Turn 3 is the blind corner obscured by the hill that follows turn 2. No, wait, turn 3 follows turn 2. That's well written. Navigate turn 2 at full throttle and prepare to brake at the 100-meter marker board. Oh, it's a bit of a track guide, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's out and out line through the corner. Okay, yeah, we'll just follow someone. I'll talk you through that. I thought he was going to tell us like about the track, but it's not. So, and also, I thought that was going to be facts about it, but it's really not. So it arrived in GT Sport, and it is in GT7. It did indeed. It's got 14 turns, and it's 7 kilometers long.
Good to know. I thought this track was older for some reason. But there you go.
The B circuit of Circuit de Saint Croix is a 4.5-mile circuit that appears in Gran Turismo Sport that was added in update version 1.23. It is the shortest configuration around the French lake, featuring mostly mid to high speed sections. The track can be raced at dawn, sunrise, daytime, afternoon, evening, sunset, or dusk. And in GT7, maybe more.
All of the above. Oh, brilliant.
No corner names, though.
We're going to have to make some up, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, guys. Get your corner names. Get your corner name suggestions in the comments. And in the meantime, we'll have a little look on the field, how everyone's looking. We can actually see the released order right now, so time. Although someone's stuck in the pits right now, is that going to be Ant Smasher? I think currently switching over the the controller. I'm seeing input. There he is. Okay, he's out. So, what are your predictions here, Andy?
So let's have a look. So Duskuvia is first out, but he's on the medium tyres. So the way that the game works is they have to start qualifying on the tyres they're going to race in. So Duskuvia is going to start on the medium tyre. However, they will pit at the end of this lap to get onto the softs for qualifying. So it's going to cost them a lap. So we'll see how they go. So they've got others on racing softs. So Ricky J and Duskuvia will come into the pits. So Martin, was it Martin? Somebody is backing Aldo for this.
Yep, that's right. That was. I think it was Lucky Bucky actually. Aldo and Pup will be the ones to watch regarding strategy. Eyes emoji. So. I think Martin might have mentioned something about back in one of the DMK boys, I believe, or girls. Sorry, DMK team. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's it. All PSN names now, and it's like, you can't decide what they are. So good luck to everybody. Sorry for those. And I know there's been a lot in the chat that has talked about various different confectionery I can see there and drinks. So sorry for missing some comments. If you'd like your comment read out, do say it again. And we'll try and get around to it. So in the pits goes Ricky J.
And Discovery.
And Discovery. I just watched a DMK driver go straight past the pits, and I was like, Discovery is qualifying on the mediums. No, so in they come. Dazzler also coming in. Heatseeker's gone into the pits on the soft tyre.
I'm not sure if that was intentional. Maybe he's got a plan, but I'm not too. I'm not.
That's
not sure.
Heatseeker, if you've got an ear open, you probably were good to keep going.
He's put fresh tyres on, I think.
Oh yes, so maybe he took a spin. Maybe because it's ×5, so the tyres. Yeah, it could very well be that. The Asylum boys have a banging strategy. Surely that just means hitting the walls. That seems like a terrible strategy.
That wouldn't be ideal, would it?
If only I was down with all the lingo. If not, then I might be out of a job as a race engineer. Are you in the party chat with them, Sneak? Are you the engineer here for them on comms?
Gotta be. I've just noticed Vest has got engine damage right now, so he's gonna get into the pits probably this lap and get some repairs done. Hopefully, he has enough time to set a good qualifying lap as well. Currently all in his own right now, but nearly at the pit stop. Come on, Vest, you got this, man. Just one corner to go. You got this, bud. You got this.
Baz is saying put chocolate bars in the freezer. I used to put Haribo in the freezer. Do you know they used to do straws, and they used to be like big, thick cherry or strawberry sweets.
Yeah.
And they used to be really juicy when you bit into them. But if you froze them, like it was like this really nice ice cube that then just got more and more flavor the more you ate it. I was like, oh, genius. But I don't even know if they do them now. They the last time I saw the Straubs, they were really flat, long, like big sweets.
Are they like fruits? Is that right? Is it fruits
no.
like the big ice lollies?
No. They're like Haribo sweets, but you know, like the Tangfastics and things, like small sweets.
Yeah.
The Straubs were like the size of a cola bottle, but like a bit more round and strawberry-like. But now, if you look at them, they're about 4 times as big and really flat and weirdly plasticky, chewy. They're not what they used to be. I don't know what happened to the original Straubs.
I'm not sure.
Galaxy caramel in the freezer to die for. Gosh,
Ryan.
Do you only get one then? That seems like a costly price for a Galaxy caramel in the freezer.
Well, you know, can't put a price on love, right?
That's it. Right, sorry, let's they've done laps whilst we've been chatting, so just before we do the same as Spa again and keep talking about chocolate and sweets, DMK Aldo in provisional pole until Rogzilla just goes across the line and sets a 2:08.5. So definitely a race going to be on here. Pup just behind Aldo. Chalk then a bit further down. But everybody going purple as they go across the line. So everybody finding some pace here. Or everybody that I happen to be looking at as they go on this lap.
Yep.
Then lots of other folks going through. Anyone not set a time yet? Vest hasn't set a time yet. Heatseeker's set a time. So that must be everybody from that point on. Wabbit's not got any times on my screen, however, he has set a time because he's higher than people that have set a time.
Yeah, it's not come up for me either, but he's about 1.6 seconds off of Rockzilla, so I'm going to guess he's around the 2:11 mark. 11.1 maybe, just kind of going out and guessing, but I'm not too sure. But I think, I can't tell what lap he's on, it's all kind of glitched for me. There's a way to fix this, wasn't there? Is it if I go out and then go back in?
I think, if you exit out and then jump back in. So Vest is just finishing off. He's going down and finish straight, but this is his out lap. So I think he's going to get 2 laps. He's going to cross the line and just have enough time to do 2 laps. As long as his, it's going to be very close actually, because I think it may time him out with his second lap. So he may only get 1 run for Vest, but off he goes around that first corner. Nice sweeping corner, very easy to push a little bit too much and go wide, so he's keeping it tucked in. Chalk's just gone across the line and gone into provisional pole. Rockzilla just having a quick picnic on the grass in the sand. He's going to get to do 1 more lap, so I think he's going to oh no, he's gone into the pits. Rockzilla leaving his time set there. He did have time to do another lap. He's now gone back out.
Not sure.
Don't know what he's going to do. He's not going to get a lap there. Aldo's gone into the pits as well. Aldo's settled for 3rd. So at the moment, Chalk has got that pole and he's on a lap. Rockzilla isn't going to get to do another lap. So that is as high as Rockzilla's going to be able to finish. Same with Aldo, who's in 3rd place, who's now just resting and chillaxing, as they say, in the pits. Maybe they don't say that anymore. Should stop trying to be cool.
I say chillax.
Oh, there we go. I'll take it. So Pup in 4th place. Discovery currently in 5th, but again, very close there between Aldo, Pup, and Discovery. And Aldo was sat in the pits. I think they may be going. I mean, Aldo's set off now to go and finish his lap. The only reason that you'd ever do that is if you're sat in the pits and the time remaining is like 3 minutes and the lap is 1.5 minutes.
Yeah,
if you go and finish, you'd be okay. But it's a 3-minute lap, lucky. So I don't think they're going to get round in the time and be able to start their flying lap. I think they've run out of time.
I think you're right. I mean, isn't there an extension on qualifying sometimes? Is that right, or am I thinking of something else? Like they extend it by like 20 seconds, for example, and that 20 seconds.
Yeah, but only to finish your lap. So you've got
right.
1.5 minutes now to finish. To start your flying lap.
Yeah.
And if you don't finish it in that time. So if you're sat in the pits and the ending time is 3 minutes, then once that hits at the end, you've then got to wait for that full 3 minutes.
Oh, that's true.
So actually that makes sense. That could be what they're doing to try and get the race going rather than sit in the pits and wait for that end time to run out. They're going to do that.
Ah,
Who's-
yes, got ya. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
of that.
right.
Got ya.
Who-
I thought
Is
3
Baz
minutes.
freezing? Is Baz freezing a battered sausage?
I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track on the food talk of
Frozen
the.
battered Mars bar. They've kind of
Unless-
carried on. 2 minutes says Lucky Bookie for the time. Sorry, just bringing it, just blurred it out. 2 minutes says Lucky Bookie. Go on about food and frozen Mars bar battered sausages things.
I've lost track on what they're on about. However, I did ask for corner names, so unless they're just suggesting food for the corner names, I'm not sure where this has all come from. But I'll just let them crack on with it. But there we go. We've seen everyone set laps. Wabbits is set at 209.3. We're going to put him up into P7.
Oh, it's a 2 minute lap. What have I seen that's 3 minutes then? Oh, my timing's all wrong. I need to exit and jump back in. Everybody's timing's funny.
Oh, is it gone strange?
No, it's Vest. Vest had a nightmare in his first lap, and his first lap was 3 minutes 19, and that's where I've taken the taken lap. So actually, they are gonna get another lap.
Yeah. But actually, this is still like Rockzilla's still got another go. He's just behind Heatseeker. Hopefully, he can get some of that slipstream, so he can get just a couple of temps. Only 1 temp, 1.9 temps away from Chalk, but Pup 8 temps away. Pup ain't taking any prisoners today, is he?
No, not all. He's all out fighting for it. So he's how far off then did he get above Chalk at this point? Half a second. Oh, Chalk pushing it. He's just run wide onto the grass. Is that still depending on how quickly he's going? He's going to come around and go across the sector mark for me, and it's going to go slower. So he's not going to be improving on this lap, but he's going to get another lap. So except look at his tyres.
Yeah, if he's going to get a better time.
Yeah,
you know,
Puck's done well because he's got. If you compare the tyres, Puck must have pitted or waited or done something, but he's still got nice tyres.
Yeah.
I think that's Chalk going to be done. He would have got another lap, but like he's shown, I don't think his tyres are going to cope with that. Rockzilla in third, then currently going round. He's gonna. He's on his he's on his final lap.
Nice to meet Mr. Barrier. Not ideal, but you know what? He's currently sitting in a very close P3. Duskiver only under a tenth away. That's very close. Of course, qualifying is very important to the race, but of course, anything can happen in the race. So we're seeing Dazzler improve their time. Dazzler goes into P12. That's a 210.3. Wabbit set at 209.0 or 209 flat. Wabbit goes up into P6. Who else are we waiting for 2 laps? Has anyone not crossed that line yet? There we go. We got Ant Smasher out.
Yeah, and Ricky J is unfortunately looks like he's taken some damage to the front corner of his car, so he's just sat cruising around at the moment.
As Van Smasher, unfortunately, just caught a smash there on the wall, but gonna go into the pits. I think
he's gone into the pits. They're going to try and fix his car in the next 3 minutes. Well, it's going to be less than that. They've got about 10 seconds to swap that engine out. You thought Formula One guys are quick at swapping out car parts.
Yeah.
Ant Smasher's going to get a new engine, new front bumper, and 2 new front wheel sets on his car in about 3 seconds. So Formula One, eat your heart out. So Pup, Chalk, Rockzilla, and Duskiver top 4, and I've lost the top 10.
We'll come back. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. And I hope you guys are all enjoying the stuff, the content. Here is the lineup then. Do you want to do the honours, Andy?
Yeah, we'll go. So, Pup, Chalk, Groxzilla, Duskiver, Aldo, Rabbit, Little Nicky, Heatseeker, Ant Smasher, DK10, The Vest, Dazzler, and Ricky J, the 13 drivers for this course as we go. So, here we go. We're going to follow second place again as the lights come on, ready to head down this straight towards the fast right-hander. So, we will very likely see side-by-side action for the first 2 or 3 corners. Away we go. The lights are green. Pup and Chalk and Duskiver all setting off, and there's a load of smoke kicked up as they head away. Let's have a look. Pup holding on to that lead, but everybody now in the slipstream catching up. Side by side there for Chalk and Rockzilla as they go into the right-hander. Pup nicely away. Chalk trying to hold it round the outside. Rockzilla following through, but yes, Chalk just dropping back. Wabbit taking and following Wabbit through on the inside. Aldo in 5th place. They're coming through. So we've got Pup in 1st, Rockzilla in 2nd, Wabbit in 3rd, Chalk in 4th. Looking for a move down the inside was his teammate Aldo, but he's given him enough room. So it's Chalk then Aldo. 6th place we've got Heatseeker. Seeker and Little Nicky then following the next group down. Heat Seeker looking to make a move on the inside of Aldo and maybe try and take a move onto Chalk as well, but side to my side they go down this right-hander and into the left. Let's just move back up to the front as they go through this right and onto the bridge. So we've got Pup in first, Roxilla in second, third is Wabbit. It's RA 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Chalk in fourth, Aldo in fifth, Heat Seeker in sixth, Little Nicky in seventh, Duskiver in eighth, and Ant Smasher in 9th, DK in 10th, Dazzler in 11th, Ricky in 12th, and Vest in 13th. As they currently go, and they're all in single file now as they come down onto the back straight. There's a lot of slipstream that's just about to happen, so let's have a look and see how we're doing. Roxilla in the slipstream of Pup in first, Rabbit in third is also in slipstream, Chalk in slipstream. Then we've got a gap down to fifth. So the first four are looking and very likely to make moves into this tight right-hander as they go down here. Is Chalk going to look for the move onto Wabbit? He goes down the inside, tries to get on the brakes, holds him off on the right-hand side. Is he going to be able to pull off the move? A little bit of swaz there, not able to hold it. Wabbit carries more speed through on the outside line, which is possible, and away they go, first, second, third, and fourth set, but still close. So there's another move possibly down into this right-hander, or it's more likely to happen into corner one. We've seen before, these are smart racers. They're not going to just go for a move just because they're close. They're going to go for the move when it's right.
A little bit of contact.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there. And
Heat Seeker hitting off there. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, do jump in.
Heat Seeker just peels off to the right there. I think maybe got a little bit of understeer going into that corner. Looks like going to go free ride briefly. Duskiver up on the inside of Heat Seeker in P8. Ant Smasher just behind. I'm seeing a Race Asylum sandwich right now of Duskiver in the middle of that. It's getting pretty intense, I've got to say. And this one has only just started. You're seeing these laps. They're quite long. They're quite intensive. Lots of strategies on play here. Chris is saying great start from Wabbit. Yes, he's doing really good. Although I just saw the order change. I think, Chalk and Wabbit are switching positions quite rapidly at that as well. I think we just changed once or twice there, if I didn't miss it.
No, and then just over onto the bridge, then Chalk just gets away and has just managed to break that slipstream. So we've now got Pup and Rockzilla who may be able to start working together. The straight on the backs, the straights are just long enough that you can start working together and giving yourselves a nudge just to push the driver in front. It makes it a little bit quicker. Chalk in third place then, so now he's going to really need to push hard, and he's just gained a couple of tenths maybe. Oh no, he went in quick to the corner, unfortunately slightly slower on the exit. He's not in the slipstream, and I think that's just going to cost him. But saying that, first and second are also not within distance for bump drafting, which means that it is down to a bit of pace. So Chalk's not left behind just yet. Keep your eyes peeled on that, folks. Wabbit in fourth place, just out of slipstream as well. So it's pace now between Chalk and Wabbit. There's no slipstream for either of them, so it's all going to be about who can nail the most corners each lap. And on to strategy. So the top four are all on soft tyres. Then we go into fifth with Aldo, who's battling off Little Nicky at the moment. Aldo's on the medium tyres, so he's going to want to hold up the people behind as much as he can. So Aldo's going to be more happy to battle here than the guys on the soft tyres. So Little Nicky's going to be looking and trying to find that move and make it stick as quickly as he can. And maybe it is down here into the first corner that he can look for the move. His soft tyres should be faster, but Aldo knows what's coming. He dives across to defend that inside line, wants to make Nicky run round the outside, use more of his tyres to try and hold the speed there, and wear those soft tyres down. So on they go now down towards corner 3, or corner 2, then corner 3. Apparently they come in sequential order. It's very, very handy if you struggle to count. You can just use your fingers.
Love it.
And now they're just going side by side. Can Little Nicky hold it around the outside? No, he's just behind there. He's going to have to pull back in. These corners are so quick that you can't afford to be side by side. You'll lose too much time. Go on, Jack.
I mean, that's it. Aldo's already 7.5 seconds away from Pup, and that just goes to show, you know, these tyres are different, like different strategies and whatnot. Tyres have different capacity in terms of their speed. Although actually Little Nicky and Ant Smasher just behind. Little Nicky going for the move. Not quite able to get it just yet, though.
Yeah, taking that look, he's trying to throw Aldo off. He's trying to do it, and as Martin said, Martin had his money on Aldo for this circuit, and I think Aldo knows exactly what he's doing. He's playing this very smart. He's on the medium tyres. He's holding up two of the RA drivers. Little Nicky, just having a bit of a mistake there and falling back as well, which is just Anthony then looking, and this is where it gets awkward, and you've really got to communicate as a team if you can, and just try and work together and start bump drafting if you're close enough. Because you'll gain more time bump drafting rather than trying to fight and go side by side. Little Nicky looking down the inside there. I think he's ready to try and make that move past Aldo. He's maybe working out that he's on a slower tyre. And just, it is going to cost them. Look at those racing softs, the wear on them just compared to the medium. Aldo looks very comfortable, looks very happy, just keeping the drivers behind at bay on a different compound of tyre. So his lap times are 2:11 compared to the 2:08 of the guys in front. As Rockzilla and Chalk going side by side. Chalk's going through again. There was nice switch back there. Switch back. Rockzilla just trying to hold Chalk onto the outside of the track there. Try and stop and hold off that switch back. So it looks like they're in a good one as they head to the left. Yeah, Jack?
Sneak is looking to give some insider knowledge about the strategy. Appreciate your thoughts, Sneak, but you're probably best to hold off on the strategy till after the race, bud. Just so the DMK guys have a fair shot, you know.
He already gave us the insider because he said it was a banging strategy. However, I don't feel like I'm seeing much banging happening with the RA guys. They seem to be holding it on the track quite well, so good job to all the drivers.
You couldn't say it better myself, though. Chalk, Rockzilla, side by side, wheel to wheel, briefly there.
We've missed it. What did we miss with Little Nicky? Was it not Little Nicky that was fighting with Chalk?
It was Little Nicky and Aldo fighting.
That's right. Little Nicky has made a mistake.
And Ant Smasher as well. Them two were both behind Aldo. So something must have happened for them two to both drop back. I'm not seeing any damage on their vehicles though. So perhaps it was just the slipstream and the other team perhaps bump drafting each other, working together. But Little Nicky's going for the move on on DK10. Looks like it's just about got it done. Ant Smasher's not too far behind now, only 9/10. Aldo's not too far ahead from Duskiver, but Little Nicky's going to go for another move here. Always on the outside though, going to substitute another position. P8 briefly.
Let's have a look as they go round over onto the left side. I can't hear you anymore, Jack. I don't know if you were talking or whether you just stopped talking as it cut out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me right now?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. There was some weird connection thing, and it sounded like you just disappeared from my comms, but that's fine. So Little Nicky now, it's all good. I'm like, I don't want to start talking over the top of him. So there we go, Little Nicky following round to the right. I think DK10 got a really good exit as we see Ant Smasher just peel off there into the pits. He's done with his tyres and only quarter of a tank left. So yeah, fuel and tyres on ×5. So they are going to wear away very quick at this track. We shouldn't say it like that, should we? We should go with this track is very abrasive. So we're going to see that the tyres are being used up. And for this league, they've used a different... what am I trying to get? Like a fuel combination.
Yeah,
they've used a different fuel combination that actually they have to burn it at a higher rate. So we'll notice that the fuel goes down much quicker in this race than it did in Spa.
That is correct. With the different fuel and tyres, this could potentially be a curveball for some drivers from the last race. This may be something they've practiced for, something they may not have practiced for. I'm pretty sure I've seen all the RA Academy guys been practicing day and night. I don't know about the other team, but it looks like they're going to go 3 wide. Coming out of the bridge here, Little Nicky, DK and Duskiver. Little Nicky losing 2 positions right there. He's having an intense battle with these two. A 2 versus 1. DMK versus RA.
So Chalk and Rockzilla having a brilliant battle as well in 2nd and 3rd. So just shout out to them as they go side by side once again. They've been going. They've been swapping over constantly each corner. So there's brilliant racing going on between Rockzilla and Chalk, as the one on the inside tends to get the advantage, but on the exit, the other one will do the switchback and then be on the inside. They even had a synchronized Swaz moment coming off the bridge and through that left turn. They both went round and they both little flick on their back tail and then got going again. So credit to both those drivers being able to drive so close for so long. So good job for them.
That's the good thing about this track, though, isn't it? I think because it's so wide, there's so many overtaking opportunities, which, of course, for you guys watching and for us commentating, it just makes so much action on track, you know? We might see Chalk go for the move on Rockzilla here. He's going to, I know Rockzilla's going to go defensive, going to force Chalk the long way round. Is Chalk going to be able to get it done? They're going wheel to wheel once again. Big respects to these two. DK's in the pits on the soft, so he's going to go onto the mediums and fuel up, I guess.
Yeah, Ricky J in on the mediums and going onto the softs. Oh, he's got some damage as well, has Ricky. So will we see a repair there as well? That's going to be unfortunate and cost him some time. But these guys are quick at repairing the damage, so they are able to swap these parts of the car out very very quickly.
Yeah. They should get a Guinness Book of World Records for that, I think. Quickest pit stop crew in to ever exist. Rockzilla goes onto the dirt, just about brings it back on time before meeting Mr. Barrier on the bridge. Chalk and Wabbit, look at that. That gap is coming down. Wabbit's in the slipstream now. Chalk looks for the move. Not able to get it done just yet, so Rockzilla's going to hold off in P2. These three getting closer and closer together as the race progresses. Chris is saying Wabbit should be capitalising on second and third battling. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing there, Chris. I think he's taking your words there. He's looking to hopefully get the most out of this. He could save some fuel here, but I've just noticed his fuel gauge is bleeping. But I think that means he's going to have to come in maybe this lap. I don't know if it means he can get out one more lap or not. I agree, Lucky Bucky, fantastic stuff. It's going to start spreading again, the grid, when everyone goes to their pit stops. But Bad's saying box. He's got much closer. He certainly has. In fact, everyone's going to need to pit this lap, aren't they? From the top 4, I can see need to pit. Aldo, Discover might not have to. I'm not too sure. But Lil Nicky definitely got a pit there. He's definitely run out of fuel. How are we looking for everyone else? Vest, Dazzler, both could do another lap potentially. Ant Smasher is actually really good. Going for the alternative strat here, I think. Going peel off earlier. Everyone's in the pits now. At the front. Ricky J has got front bumper damage once again, but
they didn't get it fixed.
Got you.
So it's not yet. They're okay. They obviously were doing laps and didn't think that it hindered them enough to warrant the fix.
Fair play.
As they go side by side with Anthony there, coming around those left-hand turns into the right. It's so left and right there that you can go side by side for the whole lot and you'll just slowly keep switching.
Yeah.
But you obviously lose a lot of time because they're very fast corners that are almost flat out, I think, in the Group 3s.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I can't say I've done this track very much, but yeah, I think you're right. It must be about flat out or close to anyway. As Ricky J just slightly scrapes the wall there, but Ant Smasher and Ricky J still within slipstream distance of each other. They're going to stay out, but they both are okay on fuel, so they're going to go for the alternative strat. Little Nicky just up ahead there at just about 2 seconds. We've seen everyone in front go for the pits, apart from Vest, actually. Vest has decided to stay out with Dazzler, so potentially we might be able to see this alternative strat pay off. Good to have these different strats going on, as I said earlier. I think it makes for some great action, and it really does make things... it just heightens the action.
Yeah, it's very good. So battles at the front, although Vesta's got nicer tyres at the moment than Dazzler.
And fuel.
In fact, yeah, Vesta's done so. I don't know if he's pitted. My screen's gone all kinds of wrong. But if he's able to not change his tyres and do 2 stints on those mediums and just get some extra fuel, that could give him a few seconds advantage. Because as quick as the guys are at changing the front bumper, it does take them a couple of seconds to change the tyres, which can make all the difference. Pup just behind then with fresh tyres on, which shows you how quick these guys were at the front.
Absolutely. Very quick.
7.5 seconds between Pup and Rockzilla now, so Vest is very good with tyre and fuel saving. He's done amazingly well. He's Yeah, shot from the back, and he's on those medium tyres to start with as well, so we're not expecting him to be at the front yet. His strategy will play out towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
So one of those, Jack, we need to get a team of like number crunchers behind us, to like feed us numbers whilst we're streaming.
Yeah, let's do it.
you know, like they have those teams that are like, oh yeah, word back at the office says, yeah, it's going to pay out around, lap 11, 12, blah, blah. You know, like the professionals have.
Yeah.
I feel like one stream together and we've reached that standard. That's what's holding us back now.
I think you're right. What we need to do, we got to get Paul. If Paul's still in chat, he's got to hire us both a desk guy, right? I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
A calculator, my Bobby. Accountant.
Yeah, don't say calculator. You'll get a $2.99 thing from the shop.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can get you one of those, lads.
As long as I can play Doom on it, I don't mind. Yeah.
Right, so Pup in first place, 7.5 seconds clear of Rockzilla at the moment, which does mean that the guy's vest has gone in, and so has Dazzler into the pits, and out they come down in 10th and 11th at the moment. So we'll see how that plays out. Heatseeker in the pits at the moment, and DK10 just coming round. I think he's going to get past that pit stop before, past the pit lane before Heatseeker exits. Anybody close to any battling going on? There's a few within a second. The closest one we've got is Wabbit and Chalk still in 3rd and 4th. So now the battle is between Rabbit and Chalk, with Rockzilla managing to get a 2-second break, which is good, convenient for him.
Yeah, I mean, that 2-second break could be all he needs to secure P2 or potentially a P1, depending on the strategy and the race pace and all of this. But yeah, Chalk's still in that slipstream, firmly there and not going to be going anywhere. Aldo, who've been told to watch out for earlier, only 1.4 seconds away from Chalk right now. Of course, doesn't have the slipstream, so it's going to lose a lot of time on the straights, but it might be the corners we might see Aldo come into effect.
Yes, let's keep an eye on that and see how it goes. It can be easier not in slipstream, because you can just hit all, if you've practiced all your braking points without slipstream, then out of slipstream lets you settle into that routine.
That's true.
Rather than trying to second guess how much quicker you're going in that slipstream to hit those brakes. However, you do lose a lot of top end down that back straight, and do end up using a lot more fuel. You can fuel save quite nicely behind. But there you go, side by side for Chalk and Wabbit, and that has meant that Aldo is almost now within slipstream already. So he's there just catching the wall on the exit off that corner though. So
Chalk going for the move. Gets
Chalk
the move
goes
done.
move on the inside, nice and easy. Wabbit not really defending or holding him up much, so there may be some strategy in thinking we can get higher places here. Although
two of them and one of Wabbit, they could be on comms to each other, calculating how they're going to get in behind, and maybe this is the plan. I'm not sure.
So it could be as Chalk then. So is Wabbit's maybe on the medium tyres. Yeah, so he's got the medium tyres on. Chalk has got medium tyres on as well, so Aldo is going to want to try and get past, so maybe they can do a bit of Checo style driving from the front there and slow down Wabbit enough to let Aldo make the move, but we may just see the move on the back straight. We'll see how it goes. As long as Chalk defends, then Aldo may be able to just follow through on the inside, but we'll see how that unfolds. Not much else happening, I don't think, at the moment. Vest and Ricky J next to each other. Ricky J defending on the inside in 10th. That's Vest in 10th, going for 9th, but defended well by Ricky J. Vest going for the pull, the pullback, the flick back, the something back. Can't remember.
Switcheroo.
The cutback. That's the one. Professionalism at its
John, lovely
professionalism at its amateurish.
Exactly. I mean, until Paul gets us our guys, our calculator with Bobby guys, and
that's it.
Then we'll take it to the next level. We'll actually be at these events one day, mate. We'll be at Sun Kwa or Sun Kori. We'll be standing there in the sun.
That's it. Our brains can't do numbers and think about all the words we're trying to say.
That's true.
Right, let me go back up. What is happening with Chalk and Wabbit? Aldo's got through. Oh, we missed it. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Aldo has got through now, folks. He's up into 3rd place, onto the podium and chasing down. Rockzilla is only 3 seconds away. They're on the medium tyres. So off Aldo has now been released by. In fact, he's managed to get past both of them, and Chalk has remained ahead of Wabbit.
Essentially,
So we'll see how it goes. Oh, that looks like Wabbit just cut that corner a little bit. I wonder if he's going to get a penalty there in 5th.
Oh,
Yes, he is. The
that's a
second penalty is a rough one. There's a nice big tarmacy area that you can run onto, and unfortunately, that's going to cost him. He's going to have to drop back and serve that this lap. So if he's smart, he's going to stay in that slipstream for as long as he can, and then at the end of the lap, just kind of release it off and lose it. You lose a penalty, folks, by just lifting off and going slower than the designated speed for that section of track. It's a self-governed thing at the moment. There's set areas in GT7, but we're not going to talk about the game whilst we're here. Discovery 6 seconds behind then, so he's gonna make a bit of a gain there onto Wabbit when they do that, but it's not going to be huge, which is then going to, I think, unfortunately, it's going to split people out quite well.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite an even split. Sorry, Lil Nicky's 6.7 seconds away from Discovery, and Vest 5 seconds behind Lil Nicky. It actually looks like Vest has got past Ricky J with a comfortable gap now, 2.3 seconds. Although that front bumper damage from Ricky could be what's holding him back right here. I'm not too sure, but judging from the fuel and the tyre wear, it looks like Ricky's going to have to do another stop before Vest. So Vest may potentially not have to worry about Ricky J for the rest of this race. Dazzler in P10 right now, 2.1 seconds, 2.0 seconds. That gap's quickly coming down to Ricky J, so I think that front bumper damage is really having its effect.
If he's losing, depending on the physics of it, if he's losing that front downforce, he's not going to be able to turn as tight, which means that he's going to have to be slower through each of the corners to try and make that work out.
Yeah, and that might actually bring these guys back into play. Ant Smasher, 22 seconds away from Dazzler. Still keeping it strong though. It says outlap for me, but I don't actually know if it is his outlap. I think it is, because the last lap was 2:39.9. And the tyres and fuel look pretty fresh as well. So we might actually see Ant Smasher be battling with these guys. I'm going to say with Ricky, Vest, and Dazzler. I reckon they're all going to come out rapping together by the last one. DK10 and Heatseeker as well. Just at the back here, but they are battling together with about 3.2 seconds separating them. But Ricky J is in the pits, so eventually they'll come out near each other. Not too sure.
Time will tell.
I'm loving the pink pit crew as well from Ricky J. I think these guys, men in pink, love it. You know, it's a good look.
Nice.
And there you go.
You customize your pit crew.
Yeah, I think I've got mine to a fancy blue, but I think Gorilla Gaz, I don't know if he's still in chat, but he has a really fabulous pit crew. He does. I don't know what I can't remember how the design is now, but it was for the 24-hour Colostomy UK charity. Sorry, it's been so long, I probably butchered the exact wording for it, but the 24 hours we did, I think he had
the 24-hour race for Colostomy UK rather than 24-hour charity Colostomy UK, which they go for more. They're still going. They didn't just have the charity for 24 hours.
No, exactly. I butchered that, but yes, thank you. I think Gaz's pit crew, there he is, I see him in chat. He probably has the most good-looking pit crew of them all. Have you seen Shrek 2, I think it is? Where you got Prince Charming, he takes his helmet off and you see his hair, it's all slow motion and stuff. That's Gaz's pit crew.
That's like pit crew, like driver, right?
Exactly. I mean, Gaz is a looker, isn't he? So
that's it.
We'll have to keep all the keep our hands off of his pit crew. Lucky Bucky says that's my pit crew. Is that your pit crew, Lucky Bucky? Oh, there you go. Looks like Ricky J and you share a pit crew. Maybe they're secretly working.
Lucky Bucky, this is what happens if you're not racing on the weekend. Your pit crew are moonlighting, mate.
Yeah. Black and purple and orange trim. Yes, got you.
Aldo was caught up to. We should have had this on the screen. Aldo was caught up to and successfully passed Rockzilla.
Aldo, he's coming back.
Aldo is now in second place on that podium. Rockzilla with a bit more fuel, but I think...
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if they're going to make that last or not. That's going to be interesting to see what happens towards the end of the race for them and whether they need a splash and dash for fuel. There's 14 minutes left. Let me get up my magic calculator.
I am very interested to know how you work it out, but then again, I think it's the times multipliers, right? You just work out how long the track is.
Yeah.
Like the time.
It's just maths. This is where I've got my own crew for it.
I was going to say, did Paul already get yours? I'm still waiting on mine.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's...
There's Blitz, nice to see you, mate.
14 minutes left. So there's about 7 laps left, maybe 6 laps left because they're halfway through a lap now. So there's probably about 6 laps left. So they're going to go to about lap 18, I believe, which means I think they're going to need to fill up. They're going to have to do a 3rd pit stop, I think.
I think you're right. I mean, I'm seeing
Aldo.
Aldo.
As Rockzilla just goes wide.
Just
and off the track. And Aldo then away into 2nd place. And Chalk also now looking to hold it around the outside. Rockzilla on the worn tyres, so on dirty tyres even. And through Chalk goes as well. Rockzilla dropping from 2nd to 4th place, and he's going to struggle to get that back, I think, from Chalk now. To 4th place. Did I say to Chalk place?
To Chalk place. Chalk is now 4th. So 4th is now Chalk. You guys said it here first.
In goes Chalk for a 2nd pit stop. So I think we are going to see 2nd pit stops from people.
Yeah.
For the last bit. So it's just whoever's on the quicker tyres. So I feel like it makes sense now at 13 minutes to be pitting for the last time and get onto the soft tyres.
Yeah.
To be as quick as you can.
I think so. I've just seen Vest has been promoted up into P4 provisionally here. Still needs to make a pit stop. I think he's going to... I don't think any amount of fuel saving is going to help him get through to the end, so he's going to have to come in. But his tyres are looking all right. I don't know how bad they can get before they're undrivable. But he's got a nice 9-second gap to Dazzler behind, so Vest could... Assuming that Discover, Cook, Lil Nicky and whoever else came into the pit stop around that time are slower on this stint, which I'm assuming they're on softs. Vest may have a battle awaiting himself. But speaking of which, where did Chalk come out? Chalk came out in P6. And Chalk was the first of the front 5 to go in, wasn't he? Chalk's done his pit stop now, or her pit stop. Sorry, Chalk's done their pit stop. I've got to start going harder. And Rockzilla has a bit of a gap now to Aldo's. Aldo's got past with those not so fresh softs, but they're both going to have to come in right here. Same with Pup. Vest is going to be able to stay out for about 1 more lap, I think. I reckon he's going to get the most out of these tyres before having to come in. So, yeah, I think 1 more stop everyone's going to have to make, apart from those that just came in from Chalk to Lil Nicky. Then will have gone in. Sorry, then.
Rockzilla right behind Aldo. So I think Aldo's slipped somewhere.
Yep.
And has let Rockzilla catch right back up. And I think they're both going to come into the pits this lap as they go around the last corner, around that right-hander. Take it about 100, is it 90 miles an hour or something around that? Yeah, there you go, 90 miles an hour around that right-hander, and then dive across into the pits.
Luckily, there's no cutting of the pit lane for this game penalty, because I think that probably would have been one in GT7. But
both of them, yeah.
But Vest is going to come through. Is Vest going to come into the pits or not? He's going to come in. So that means I think Pup's going to be released first right here. Yeah, going to come out onto the softs. Pup might take home a 2nd win tonight.
I think it's looking good. He's built up enough of a gap before Aldo through those stints.
Yeah.
But Pup is one of the strongest drivers, I think, at the moment in the academy team.
I think you're right, mate. I mean, every academy member's got, amazing pace and quality on track, and everyone's got their own strengths and weaknesses. But I think tonight's combinations have really been in Pup's favour. He's, either coordinated himself very well or just got, really lucky. Either way, it's just fantastic stuff from all the drivers. But if Pup can come away with a 2nd win tonight, that's just, that's just a great sign. Here we go. Aldo and Chalk, 3 temps separating them right here. Are we going to see these guys start battling? Maybe bring Rockzilla back into the fray?
I don't. Well, I mean, team orders from the pit would say work together. You're in a team. Start nudging each other and try and work down that 12-second gap up to first place.
Absolutely. Well, 9 seconds. Sorry, 9 minutes. Sorry,
Because
9 minutes left. Be enough.
yeah, they've only got 3 seconds behind them to Rockzilla. So any mistake is going to let Rockzilla get back into it. And I would have thought that team strategy would say, come on guys, work together. Start nudging each other, because Pup is only 12 seconds. You've got to try and use that confidence to do it. But Chalk just too far off as they hit that back straight. I don't think he's going to catch up in time to give any kind of nudge.
Yeah, that's gonna be...
I don't know what the slipstream is on here.
I think the slipstream is just it's pretty intense from 7 temps in it, or 7.5 temps. It's
yeah, it is. But if it's on a different, what I mean is,
oh,
is how strong it is.
Yeah, I always get confused because doesn't it go like weak, strong
Slip
default or something?
Yeah, so slip is on real, so it is 7.5 temps, and so you do get a good boost when you're in that slipstream. But it's just not been quite enough. They're still 12 seconds off Pup, so Pup has got 12 seconds to last for 8 minutes 40, which is going to be about 3 or 4 laps still to go. So it should be okay. Commentator's curse. It's Pup's race to lose, I think, at this point. Aldo and Chalk, though, I mean, yeah, they don't want to be side by side. Maybe Chalk is just... I don't think he's actually going for the move. I think he's just trying to make sure he doesn't end up going into the back of his teammate.
I think you're right. I mean, they're battling for the podium right now, but Rockzilla, yeah, he's not going to give up.
No, and he's only 2 seconds away now, so it is an interesting one. You can hear the team comms where Chalk goes, "How slow does Aldo want to go? Let me through. Let me through."
Exactly. I don't know if they're listening to this or not, but exactly, they may be formulating a plan to maybe let each other through on the straight, or I don't know, maybe they are competing for personal points as well. I don't know if that's going to be measured. I'm probably not going to be able to have the personal points on stream by the end of the stream even. Don't really know how it's calculated. I assume it's just based off of the driver and the team itself. But Rockzilla's actually up on his personal best right now by 1/100th of a second. I know it's not too much, but if that means he's getting quicker, potentially Chalk and Aldo may need to be worried.
Absolutely. And then we found out that RA are in the lead only by 13 points, and DMK are a driver down. So, Lucky, can you just do some calculations for us and give DM what would that, if the other DMK driver had come in last, what would that bump the difference to? Because I assume that would make it even closer then, obviously, because they would get a few more points.
Yeah.
So DMK even closer than that, but they're a driver down, unfortunately, for this one. That would explain why there's 13 people in the lobby at the moment. Chalk and Aldo trying to chase down Pup, who's in the lead. He's holding it at 13 seconds there. Or maybe he's actually gained time there. But Rockzilla, just 1.3 seconds now, or 1.4, 1.5. Oh, it's a live delta, I can't keep up. It's 1.4 seconds behind there. Then there's a gap down to Dusk Guyver. There's a gap to Wabbit and a gap to Little Nicky, who's just got a little fraction of a penalty still. There you go. It's just disappeared as he breaks a little bit extra for that last corner and down the start-finish straight. So it's Vest and Nicky just next to each other there in 7th and 8th. Ricky in 9th, just 5 seconds away, but he's diving into the pits. Is he concerned for fuel at the end? That's unfortunate, because there's only 6 minutes left, so they've only got like 3 laps to go. If that, it may just be, yeah, I think it's 3 laps. But he's obviously just needing that splash and dash. He's going to put a new set of soft tyres on, and away he goes. Ant Smasher just smashing a little bit into that wall on the exit of the last corner as he goes down the straight, and is going to come out ahead of Ricky J there. Just, I think he's going to overtake. Yeah. But they're going to be nice and close for a battle. DK 10 behind, and just 2 seconds behind him is Heatseeker in his mirrors, and they look like they're set to go to the end. So Heatseeker looking to chase down DK 10 and collect some points. Ant Smasher and Ricky going to battle to the end. Little Nicky and Vest side by side at the moment.
We've seen Vest. We've seen Vest earlier in P1. Oh, sorry. Was it P1? It was provisionally up at the top anyway when everyone else was in the pits. Looking at the lap times though, they're about equal. I'd say Little Nicky's just a couple tenths ahead of him, just generally speaking. At 209.4, whereas Vest at 209.6. He's actually just set his personal best, Vest. But Little Nicky's fallen back to 6 tenths. With this straight though, still going to be in the fray. Wonder if we're going to see these guys decide to battle it out. It is getting to that point where battling probably makes sense, but with it being a team effort, of course, want to make sure coordinated as well. Hopefully not slowing each other down. Dazzler's not too far behind at 6.6 seconds. So one mistake and, these guys could lose this.
So I don't think we're going to see them fight. If you noticed over the bridge, Little Nicky, the side by side was actually Little Nicky doing the team play, team orders. He lifted off and let Vest go through, who is on fresher tyres. So I imagine that Little Nicky is hoping just to hang in that slipstream and kind of make his tyres last better by not needing to drive as hard and just remain in that slipstream. But as they go through that last corner, unfortunately, I think the tyres have played their part.
Yeah.
Vest is away. He's gained a second gap there, so off he goes. How are we getting on at the top? We've got Aldo and Chalk still next to each other, doing well. Rockzilla still at 1.4 seconds. So Chalk and Aldo now working a bit better together, I think, to hold Rockzilla at bay. Rockzilla seems to have just slightly fresher tyres than Chalk, but not much better than Aldo. So Aldo doing well as well, holding onto those tyres. We're on lap 17 of what I think is going to be an 18-lap race. Pup going round the corner onto the back straight now with a comfortable gap. I think it is safe to say at the moment.
I mean, 3 minutes, get 13 seconds out. It's going to be a very, very tough job.
Well, it's that whole thing, isn't it? That, like we're saying, it's going to be a mistake that causes it, because if he has to pit for repairs,
that's true.
Then it's going to be a nightmare. However, it's looking comfortable.
Yeah.
All the people that are close now are all in the same team, so there's no battling going on, unfortunately. For this circuit has managed to split them up a bit more than Spa did.
Yeah. That'll definitely be the slipstream playing its effect there. Seeing how the drivers can kind of work together to gain a bit of time and break away from the drivers behind. Of course, Aldo's got 4 attempts to talk behind. Rockzilla's now 1.2 seconds, 1.1. Rockzilla's in the zone right now, I think. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but I don't know if there'll be enough time to catch in. As soon as he's got the slipstream, he can just focus and crack on. He might be able to bring him in, although it does graze the wall. Still 1.2 seconds, so, if anything's going to happen, it's kind of going to have to be on this next lap, I reckon.
This is going to be 2 minutes as they cross the line. It's 2 minutes 10 for a lap, so this will be their last lap. I think Pup may actually get onto his 19th lap. Which, in the weird way that this works, means that everybody else will just get a +1 on their lap count rather than getting to finish the lap.
I feel like when it's just one person running the lap, just let them just finish. Like, they've already won the race. Like, you get that when I think it's in GT Sport. No, of course it's GT Sport. We're playing GT Sport right now. I don't remember what it is. But
so, go on.
I'll go on. No, sorry, you go for it.
I was just going to say, yes, it's absolutely down to it. So I watched, I commentated on a race at Le Mans, and 3 hours, or was it 2 hours into the race, or however long it was, 2 or 3 hours, whatever it was, slightly endurance. And they came around the last corner. It was a multi-class race, Group 1 and Group 3. The Group 1s were obviously really far ahead. And as the first and second had been battling all the way, and as they came round the corner, first driver slows down and kind of pulls to the left. Second driver notices what he's doing and goes, he doesn't want to do the extra lap. Like, they'd been driving for however many hours it was, and they were like, come on, we're like 5 seconds off finishing the race, let's not do it. So driver 2 also notices and agrees and goes, I'm kind of done, I think this has been a good race, I'm going to pull over with you. And it turns out first place had run out of fuel and couldn't afford to do the next lap. So if the second driver had just said, "Come on, let's keep going," he would have won because the other guy was going to run out of fuel. But because he pulled over, the guy in first got it.
I
And
mean,
didn't have enough fuel.
that's really respectful, that, but you know, I suppose you don't know these things, do you? Like, you can't see how much fuel they put. I mean, you can see how much fuel they put in, but you can't see how much fuel they have left. I've just noticed that Aldo, Chalk, and Roxilla have just crossed the line in their respective positions.
So there we go. The Skyver coming across in 5th place as well. Rabbit finishing in 6th, 10 seconds or less than 10 seconds behind his little Nicky. Oh, Sylvester's maybe had an issue and has dropped back behind little Nicky, who's going to claim 7th place for that. Vest in 8th, Dazzler coming round then in 9th, Anthony and Ricky battling behind. So as they come down for the last corner, is he going to defend? That's it, stay on the inside. As Ricky then looks, no, he's able to pull back onto the racing line, take that right-hander, sweeps round, and anyone going to grade the wall? There is a little bit.
Let's be close.
Ricky looks to go around the outside, cuts back to the left. Can he advance enough?
Oh, so
no,
close,
look
just
at that.
under
Less
a tenth.
than a tenth between them.
Wow, that was good battling from them two there.
There you go. There we go. And DMK and Heatseeker coming across in 12th and 13th. Names the wrong way around. Heatseeker in 12th, DMK in 13th. And then we can go back and DMK just coming across the line then in 13th to finish off. And then we'll jump back to Watch Pup on his lap of victory. A double win for this man. Steady, rock steady racing all the way through. 208s, look at that nicely on his timing board.
Definitely. He's been smashing it.
He has done very well through the whole evening, so credit to and shout out to RA Pup. And there are refreshments waiting for you in the pit stop, in the pit area when you go across the line. Here he goes across that start-finish straight. Around the last corner, down the start-finish straight. He goes across, he waves to his pit crew. They're all out. The checkered flag is there. The guys are all cheering.
He's happy. He's got it. He's got the win. That's been a fantastic set of racing there. I see Lucky Bucky said 1 point for the fastest lap and 1 point for pole. So I think on that logic, Race Asylum might have won. Am I right? Feel free to let me know in the comments, guys, or Lucky Bucky, or if anyone knows. Well done, though, guys. You all did amazing. Do you have a driver of the day at all, Andy?
Driver of the day, going for the standard one would be Pup, just for his outstanding achievement on being able to practice, and he's risen up. But in all fairness to all the guys that we've seen racing close, like, it's just been absolutely brilliant. It doesn't look like there've been any or many incidents. It looks like everybody was well covered and respectful when they're racing. So shout out to the DMK guys, shout out to the RA guys. But yeah, there's too many names there for me to name a single driver of the day, I think.
I think you're right, mate. Everyone's just done fantastically. We saw so much respect earlier. Someone goes into someone, but then returns the position. You see, like, all this strategy. You see all this racecraft at play. Like, I don't know about you, but it's been such a great night. I've had a blast with you, Andy, commentating this. I think, you know, come on, bring on our next team versus team. Am I right?
It's been good, yeah, absolutely.
Really looking forward to seeing how this one ends up, but just a round of applause to everyone. I need to get an applause track. Remind me next time to get an applause track and a working webcam. That'd help.
Oh yeah, we'll fix that. Stay on after and we'll fix that.
Sounds good. But yes, so well done to everyone. Hats off to everyone racing. I'm sure you're all buzzing right now. I know I would be anyway. No matter where you came, you finished the race, you got through tonight. It's been fantastic. And I'm just seeing all these messages pop up in the chat in the bottom left there. And in the bottom right, in both game chat and YouTube chat. Loving it, guys. Loving all the support. You guys make this experience amazing. Did I sassy Peach? Yes. Let's get that Peach on there. Thank you, DK. Appreciate that, bud. There you go. Is that one loud? I'm just gonna. I muted it. Yeah. Oh, I'll mute that now. Okay. Is that too loud? There you go. We'll give you that going for a minute. But well done, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you get yourselves subscribed. Maybe like the stream if you haven't already. Also check out RA Shadow. I'll post a comment of it actually now the race is over. Didn't want to interrupt the flow of the stream, but let's quickly get your channel shared in the stream here, Andy, because we got to get some love over to Andy as well for doing an amazing job on the comms. Couldn't have done it without him.
All good, all good. Cheers, guys. Yeah, it's been good. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hopefully, we covered enough for you. Sorry that we missed like every overtake except for about 3. But it's it's been very good. Hopefully it's good. Thanks for joining, Jazz. I appreciate you guys cheering on your man and your dad. And yeah, have a great week, everybody. Lots going on. Look out for streams. You streaming tomorrow night, Jack?
Oh yeah, Monday Night Live is coming back at 6:45 tomorrow. I would have had my fill-ins for about 3 hours, so I might not be able to talk very well, and it might look a bit strange, but it's gonna be good times. I don't know what the tracks are yet, but it's probably gonna be a daily race C, unless obviously it's Interlagos. I love Interlagos now. Unless it's Autopolis in the Group 4s, then I'm gonna stay away from that. But I will see you guys in the Monday Night Live, and hopefully catch you guys all later. But thanks so much, Andy, for coming on stream, and thank you guys for watching.
No problem. It's been very good. Yeah, thanks for joining. And yeah, so we got Jack doing his Monday Night Live. I'll be streaming doing. I might try lobby. We'll see how it goes. Definitely some sort of coaching thing going on for daily racing, and then more stuff through the week. Yeah, look out on the channels. We'll see you again. Did we get a final winner? There we go. We've got a confirmation from Lucky. I'll let you read that out, Jack.
Yep. So, Lucky Bucky, as confirmed, with any incidents pending, of course. The points are 155 for the Race Asylum Academy boys and 127 points for DMK. So hats off to everyone. Race Asylum take home the win for tonight's team versus team. But both teams did exceptionally well, and very proud and very honoured to have this opportunity to stream this for all you guys to watch. Thanks, guys. That's the final scores. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.